Hello and welcome to Auditors at the Outer Rim, a Star Wars actual play campaign podcast. We're using the Star Wars RPG system Edge of the Empire by Fantasy Flight Games, focusing on fun before rules. I'm Ryan, the Game Master, and I'll be taking you with us on our long-running campaign. Thank you so much for checking us out, and be sure to let us know what you think over on Twitter at Auditors Podcast. And if you enjoyed the last episode, be sure to check out Peter Thompson's latest module, Infinite Depths, linked in the show notes. If you skipped the previous episode, be sure to listen to the last minute of it for a short recap of what happened. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Mysterious appearances. Completing their detective work, the Auditors reunite with their comrade. Turning to the Wheel, an Empire neutral station in the Midrim, the Auditors return to their investigation of the mysterious hyperspace pod. The pod bears the markings of the Star-Lore, a separatist ship which fled at the end of the Clone Wars. It was found by the group floating near the Wheel. With little knowledge of its origins and the name of its intended recipient, they return to the Wheel in search for answers. Alrighty, so, where were we? Do you guys want to do a little cheeky old recap?
Fucking forever.
It has been a while. So just as a little taster, a bunch of you went on your little side adventure where you did a little murder mystery.
That's right.
Corporate espionage turn murder mystery. After that, you returned to the Wheel to meet up with your compadre, who didn't join you. And
Yes.
it's been basically, like a day?
Will that be relevant? Should we explain what happened on the other station today?
Yeah, give that a little explanation, because it might, there's a few little elements.
Could be good to know.
Yeah,
And
sure.
then maybe do a recap of what you were doing before that one shot, like the pod and all the other stuff.
Yeah,
that
that's right,
happened.
the hyperspace message pod. Alright, so Dan, we decided to do this. There was like some bounty or something. I can't remember the reason for it. But, I think we were approached by Big Man. And he was basically like, look, there's this mission on this space station in like buttfuck nowhere. They were working on like a top secret like ship stealth device, I think.
Okay.
But there's like details of the stealth drive have been leaked, and only like 5 people or 6 people on the station knew these details. And they're basically like, we want you to go in there. You can have any cover, any clearance you want. You know, you set up the mission. We just need you to find out who it was, and so we can arrest them.
Okay.
Should we run through the details of the case?
Sure, yeah. Go.
So I think there were 6 suspects, but from the start we sort of narrowed it down to about 3. I think the actual person who it wasn't in our study, like our 3 that we narrowed it down to. But pretty
She was
early
the
on, we narrowed
Nazi
it down.
sympathizer, right?
Yeah.
I
We
mean-
narrowed it down to 3. Eventually, we
Yeah.
found out that they were planning on
Sure.
selling the stealth drive to the rebellion. And in our studies, we'd found out that one of the scientists had a brother who was an admiral or an officer or something with the Imperials, and she was like a hardcore Imperial. And she tried making a report saying that they shouldn't sell to the rebels, and it had sort of been vetoed. And that was what initially keyed us into maybe she was the bad guy. And I think this is after someone had then been murdered. We weren't really suspecting him, but one of the suspects had been murdered next to the drive.
Yeah.
Supposedly they saw the person tampering with the drive. And then we had this showdown where she had like a miniature version of the stealth generator. Oh wait, but was it a person stealth generator or was it a
It was
ship
sort of
stealth
like-
generator?
It was like a small personal stealth generator, but the
Okay.
idea was it could be adapted for small
Yeah,
ships.
sure.
So they just stole the device.
Yeah. So basically we had her in an interrogation room and she's just straight up turned invisible in front of us as these TIE fighters have come into the station. And we were like, oh shit, they're trying to extract her. And there was this epic fight against an invisible person where Damo was wielding spray paint cans and missed her 4 times. And
Completely painted the security
And
room.
you
And
trying to use a glow stick.
yeah, and I tried to use a glow
yeah.
stick.
yeah, Tom was
Like, I
fighting into a glow
snapped it.
stick. Damo was like trying to spray pink spray paint all over the security.
From memory,
Like a
I did
room.
end up quickscoping her though, didn't I?
You did.
The old
Yeah,
180 like...
it's quite a glorious bit of combat.
I rate that. That's good shit.
But yeah, it was a good detective work from us. I believe we
Yep.
got paid, and obviously you wouldn't have gotten much of that money, but some of it did go into the group loot, so you'll benefit in that sense.
Oh, good.
Good stuff.
Do you remember what happened near the end?
Uh,
After the TIE fighters
oh, well, the TIE fighters have
pilots
come
came
and
into
been
the
like,
room?
oh, there's nothing here. Let's leave, because we were hiding.
Yeah.
Is there more I'm
and,
forgetting?
oh,
we picked up her... I picked up her holdout blaster.
Oh yeah, you got the hollow
That
blaster, but
happens.
there was also a phone call you listened in on, if you recall. the TIE fighters were talking to her brother.
Oh, that's right. Oh, and the brother was the guy who we'd pissed off over Tatooine. When we were like, oh yeah, fuck you, mate. When we were trying to negotiate with him. Fuck, that was so funny. We were like, Auditors 2, Imperials 0.
Yeah, so
we're hoping to set up a rivalry with this brother.
Yeah, so as it stands, the brother doesn't,
No,
as far as you're aware, doesn't know it was you guys specifically, but you know it was you. Because, yeah, you listened to them to the phone call.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, you were, barricaded in the security room when they were searching the station. This was a very small station as well, so nowhere near the size of the wheel, which is where you guys are currently at.
Which is really big.
Really, really big.
It's really quite enormous.
Population of about 300,000, so it's quite beefy.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, do you guys sort of remember what you were up to before you did that little detective job?
Okay, so I remember we had to go to the wheel. I can't remember exactly why. But on our way there, we found that hyperspace pod. And I did put in my group, in the gore-up sheet, what that was. If anyone knows anything else, do you want to fill us in while I bring
The
that up?
hyperspace pod?
Or more about our actual overall mission.
As in, have we done anything with that? We were trying to...
No, we haven't.
We're trying to get it extracted, basically.
I think we'd only just found it, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys had only just found it, and then you delivered the weapons and the rice stew.
That's right.
And then, canonically, Dan, you could have done whatever you want on the station for like a day. You probably might have just slept or something. Maybe gone to a bar. And then these guys just went off and came back real quick. So the idea was that, what was his name? The Bothan guy, who has the go-up sheet?
Hold on, it's,
Otar?
Otar?
Yeah, Otter.
Yeah.
So Otter had a little job for you, and that's what the detective job was. And canonically, you just decided you didn't want to do it. So that's all that really happened. It's been about a day. Nothing's really changed in terms of what you guys were up to before then. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you still got the pod. You just arrived. You haven't really done any exploring. The only real impact that the one shot had was the guy who you guys had already been fucking with. So that was basically it.
Okay.
So don't worry, you didn't really miss anything critical.
No. All good.
But yeah, so you guys found this pod. I believe it was Mishan. You determined a few details about the pod, about its possible.
Tell you all. Let me just copy paste it because it's so small on the gore up sheet. I'll put it in Edgemore Wars. But this is what my notes are. So it was from the Sar Nalau, which was a ship which went missing at the end of the Clone Wars. It was a banking clan ship that was a separatist vault, and I've written here escape method. I think it was like a separatist escape vehicle, and the message was directed to Rapok.
Right. And this is from quite a while ago, if I remember right.
But basically, it disappeared near the end of the Clone Wars, which was however long ago. Demo, would you happen to know?
18 bad boys.
18 years?
Yeah. Because I think Luke Skywalker is 18 in New Hope.
Okay. Yeah, so about 18, 20 years, something like that, is when this pod would have been sent out.
Right.
Okay.
With the destination of the wheel. So you actually did have the intended recipient and destination. You determined that through your computer's check and also using some of the markings on the pod itself. But you're not able to access the actual data itself. It was too difficult to obtain. You would have to find the intended recipient.
Wait, did I have a crack at looking at it?
Yeah, so you did have a crack at looking at it, and that's where you guys determined a bit more information about who the recipient is and that they were on the wheel. But you weren't able to actually access the actual data inside. It was just the recipient information. It was too difficult to crack.
Yeah. We might have said this
With the
while ago,
equipment,
but I believe we did ask about Rapok on the station, and someone was like, "Oh, I wouldn't be asking about him if I were you."
Oh yeah, so the I think it was
He's got a son.
the arms trader. He said that his son is on the station, and be careful who you ask, sort of thing. Was the general gist. And this was from the arms trader you delivered the weapons to.
Goods too. Yeah.
Tom, would you happen to know how many years ago that was? We were just... So it would have been the end of
See
the
if my
Clone
18
Wars.
is correct.
I
Demo
haven't
said
written
18.
down. If it was the Clone Wars, yeah. Well, Revenge of the Sith, I think was 19 BBY. So,
Yeah, okay, so-
I guess it would probably be around then. Well,
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, about 18 years ago. Good job, Dana.
let me
Yeah,
double
the
check
boys.
that. It might actually be 18. I might be wrong.
Cool. Yeah, so you guys are now at the wheel. As I described before, it is just this huge space station. It's seemingly independent from the Empire, which is a bit odd, but it's how it's been for quite a while. The Empire does have a presence on the wheel, but they don't flex their muscles as such. So you expect there's probably going to be quite a few ISB agents there, but you wouldn't see stormtroopers just running about. At least
they'll
not
be walking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you wouldn't really see Imperial ships docked there or obvious stormtrooper placements. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll reread this little snippet that I said before, just to give you guys the feel of the place again. Yeah. So the wheel's full of people from all corners of the galaxy, trading with one another along the station streets and corridors. You get a real metropolitan feel from the place as you walk about the streets, making it nearly indistinguishable from one of the galaxy's many megacities. The rusty deck plating acts as a sort of road, and the smell of recycled air is overpowered by the mix of fragrant street food, garbage, and people. Rusty speed bikes shoot past you, and the occasional truck makes its way through the crowded corridors. So these corridors are quite wide. It's basically like a road. I mean, this place is enormous. It wouldn't be uncommon for you to forget that you're on a space station.
Yeah, sure.
So, you guys are here. It's, next day, I'll say it's probably about midday at this point. You redocked with the wheel, you met up with your good friend. You're the Verpian, right, Dan?
That's me.
And what's your character's name again?
I am Seth.
It's like Alan or something.
Yes.
Oh, no.
That's Alan. Yeah, so
I mean, basically. Same vibe.
I think... No, don't worry, that doesn't even make any sense.
Oh, good. Yeah, you guys meet up with Seth again. Seth takes you to this sort of there's this cantina near the starport called Crooked Crater. It's a sort of cantina chain located in many starports and space stations throughout the galaxy. The Crooked Crater is also
of a name this time around.
I have. Yeah, it's like a favorite for regular travelers on the wheel, and it never closes. So it's like a 24/7 sort of thing. Very crowded with new arrivals. It's a good place to see people, do business, meet up. It is quite dingy and small and run by droids. Fights are also discouraged, and the staff will quickly call the security if you mess around too much. And yeah, Seth brings you in. You sit down at this table to the side of the cantina. There's some music playing in the background. Quite a few interesting faces around. And you tell Seth the story of what you'd done, about the detective stuff, what you found, and you bring him up to speed. He just tells you about this bar. He's just been hanging here for a bit and staying nearby. And that's where we open. So, what would you guys like to do? Is there anything you had in mind to start off with? Do you want to do anything here? What's the vibe?
Everyone's a round of drinks.
Good start.
Are they on you?
I was more often for company.
Yeah, of course.
The old company
Understandable.
drinks.
Yeah.
The company credit
look.
card.
Look, I'll have a bevy, mate. I'll crack open a cold one with the boys.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Will, are you gonna go to the bar and order these drinks?
Yeah, I'll this round's on me.
Good stuff.
Awesome. So yeah, you go up to this sort of cantina bar. There's a quite muscly human man sitting behind it. There's a lot of droids running around serving people directly, but
Yeah.
the bar is run by this guy who seems to be kind of like a bartender / bouncer. Just a big old mass of muscles. He looks over and he's awaiting your order.
Wait, can he actually see me? Wouldn't I be too short?
Serve the bar.
Oh yeah. He's sort of like
Lean
sure, yeah.
forward.
You know what? He doesn't notice you're there for a bit.
I'm waving my hands like above, like just above the bar.
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, sorry there, little friend. What can I do for you today? Looking for a drink?
Yeah, could I get 4 of them, please?
For what?"
Free drinks.
Or drinks, please, sir.
No,
I'll pour you something. I'll pour you the house standard.
the house specialty, please.
Yep. That'll be 2 credits each. How many would you like for? 8 credits.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. And yeah, he pours out these 8 jugs of what is effectively like a slushy beer.
A slushy beer.
Slushy
Yeah,
is
it's
always
like a
the
beer
word I like to
slushy.
hear.
And yeah, he hands them to you on a tray. If you need anything else, just ask me or get one of the servant droids to come and get your order.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for that.
Have a nice day and don't cause any trouble.
I sure hope not.
Whilst that is happening, can I have a look around to see who's in the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. So, looking around, it's the field you've gotten since you got here was the station itself is very human populated. Like, there's a lot of humans here, but it's not exclusive. It's probably about 70% human, 30% other races. And this bar sort of reflects that demographic a lot. You've got a lot of humans sitting at various tables, chatting. Something that does pique your eye is a human man sitting by quite a large bar booth next to the bar. He was sort of looking at your table for a little bit, seemed to be curious about what you're up to, and as you met his gaze, he sort of looked away quite sharply. Then a few seconds later, he looks back at you, and he doesn't seem to mind that you've noticed that he's there.
Is he on his own?
Yeah, just on his own, on this large sort of bar area.
I see.
Like a sort of seating area.
I'll point him out to the boys. That guy keeps looking at us.
It's probably checking me out.
But yeah, otherwise there's not really anything of too much note. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people around, nothing that looks really out of place except for that person. Everyone else just seems to be hanging out together. He's the only one sort of sitting alone.
This might be a stupid question, but is like racism a thing here? Like they don't tolerate other people? Or...
Let's give it a crack.
Give racism a crack.
No, what I mean is because it's so human.
No, I'm laughing at Damo. It's okay.
Really?
Damo said, let's give it a crack.
Yeah, you would definitely find that in a lot of places, especially because the Empire is quite xenophobic. But I mean, if you can give me a check. I need to get R5 sheet up so I can.
Sorry,
Oh yeah, it's R. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow, we're going to be racist to R5 and see if anyone reacts.
I was actually asking if R5 is with you or not.
No, someone has to look after the ship, man.
Alright, so R5's at the ship. Well, who wants to do a racism check?
What?
As in, like, who wants to
commit racism?
no, determine if this guy is sort of looking you up in a... racist. Like, you know, like...
What sort of check would it be?
Like, not a racism. Like, perception, just sort of see what he's... Like, is any sort of intention. Like, is he looking at you in a sexual, provocative way? An angry, go away way? Or, like, what?
What difficulty is it?
2 purple, average difficulty.
2 purple. Roll dice. 2 successes, 1 triumph, 1 threat. Successes and triumphs calculated as additional successes. What?
Yeah, so basically, as long as you have a success in total, the triumph counts, so it's like a critical success.
Okay. A critical success then. But there's 1 threat.
Beautiful start of the search, first roll crit. With a threat. Yeah, so you get the feeling, like, you look up and down, like, at him quite quickly, you use your droid eyes, like, zoom in and enhance. He has a lot of weird
I just moved my face closer.
You just get closer and closer. Yeah, like, a lot of his equipment that he's got on, as well as he seems interested in you. And from a lot of the equipment he's got on, you imagine he's probably an information broker, or some kind of spy.
Is it Watto?
Some sort of like
It's a Watto 2.0.
Watto 2. No, he's not a Watto.
He's a Toydarian.
A Toydarian, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, you imagine he looks like an information broker, and he seems to be sort of trying to gauge your interest, or like he wants you to know that he's interested in you guys.
That's fair enough.
So that's what you get with your triumph. The threat, no, you know, I think that's fine. Like, I think, yeah, that's all that happens.
Perfect.
Tom,
Fair
do you want us to do some?
That guy seems like a...
With my
What's
birthing
happening?
hips.
me.
Will and Damo, you guys have been leading so far, so what's the plan?
We'll
I
discuss.
think he wants our business, so should approach him.
Go for it.
Fair enough. Man wants to talk. We will
Yeah, like
listen.
if he wants to talk, why
I
not?
might stay at the table sipping. I'll leave this to you guys.
I'll stay at the table and look at my drink.
Just look, because you can't drink. You have no throat.
Yep.
So are we trying to approach him? Maybe.
Yeah, okay. We'll
I'd
go.
like to approach him, so I guess we can.
Yeah,
go
you two
over
go. You two
if
go
guys are
together.
staying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and anything goes south, man, we'll have your back.
Okay.
After
You'll
this
be drinking and
after this
watching.
drink. After this drink.
Yeah, after this drink.
We'll have you back in about 15 minutes.
I think this drink is mostly water, so it shouldn't be a problem. So.
Brilliant.
Oh, it's fine. I just love slushies.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alright, so who's going up to him?
Dan and I.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make your way to this human, and I mean, he just sort of slides across and gives you guys some seats to sit on. Come, take a seat.
Oh, thanks. Oops.
Yeah, he sort of. Oh, hello, you good?
Sorry, my Discord is not having a good time, but it seems to fix itself very quickly. So
Yeah, so basically just, you guys got there, he slides across the seat and sort of says, take a seat. As soon as you guys sit down, he puts his feet up on the table in the center.
Oh.
So, you guys...
Wait, he does sound like Watto.
Sorry, yeah, let's not go with the Watto. I was somebody
you
might
can't
know Watto.
avoid sounding like Watto sometimes.
Yes.
Ryan has a problem.
Hello, my friends. My name is Warren Duck. I am an information broker, and you, two fine gentlemen, look in need of information. Or perhaps you have information that I could use.
Sorry, do you know us?
No, but I would like to know you.
Ooh, okay. What caught your
Stranger danger,
attention?
stranger danger.
Well, four very armed, very well-dressed individuals walking into what is effectively a hub of travellers was to draw my attention. You are standing out in the crowd.
I see.
Fair enough.
And what information do you have for us?
Oh, what information do you require?
Well,
Yeah, Dan,
I'm just gonna sort of. Can I pull my friend over for a second?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to just have a private talk to. Basically, do we think we should mention? Do we really lead with the big question we want answered, or?
I don't think so.
I think we want to gauge how likely this man is to screw us over first.
Yeah, can I do a perception check?
Yeah, what are you trying to...
Or have we already done that from...
well, what are you trying to learn? Like, what do you...
Well,
How shady is man?
does he seem like someone who's gonna, like...
Guess like an insight is what you.
Yeah, give me another check.
Insight in...
Yeah, no, I'm saying like an insight equivalent.
Yeah, I get it.
Yes, I'm thinking perception, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
Yes.
Yeah, give me a perception, one purple, because
Well,
he seems
what
quite...
about... I don't know. I was gonna say like a streetwise, but like maybe not.
No, I think Streetwise might be more like...
Pickpocketing and stuff.
Well, yeah, and also, like, if you were trying to determine if he was being truthful about something specific, I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, so I think perception's good there,
Okay.
with one purple.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 2 successes, 2 advantage, 1 threat.
Cool. Yeah, so that cancels down.
Good stuff.
Yeah, he seems like a businessman. He wants to make money, and he's in the bar to broker information, so you assume that he's probably going to be quite honest. As, false information does not breed recurring customers.
Hold on.
Yeah. So... Sorry.
Yeah, all good.
So, can you tell us a bit more about yourself? Sorry, it's just a bit bizarre that you're pulling us over, in the middle of nowhere.
No, I think I understand it. I think I get him.
Yeah.
I think because not many people here are heavily armed. There's a lot of
Yeah,
merchants.
like
on this
we're quite
station.
obviously
warrior
outsidery.
people. Yeah, fighty people.
Like the real question is, might he know what we want to know?
You guys are quite high profile in what you're wearing and what you have with you and your group composition. It's very high profile.
Okay, so I guess what sort of services would he require?
You're asking him this, right?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Well, I would negotiate a flat fee with you for any pertinent information that I could provide you, and you would pay me in credits. It's quite straightforward.
Okay. How about I bring my friends over since you seem like a friendly guy?
Indeed, bring them over.
Yeah, I reckon.
The
I reckon
more
we need
people,
the
the
whole
more
group.
information.
I'll wave over to them to come over.
I wave for them to come over here.
Fair enough.
We're entertaining a guest.
Isn't
I
he
mean,
at
we're
the
the
bar?
guests.
How the hell are we going to communicate at the bar?
No, so he's just off to the side of the bar at his
Okay.
own little sort of large booth
Okay,
section.
Yeah.
I see. I thought he was at the
Seems like a
bar.
place for negotiating.
Okay. You want to go,
Yeah, all right, let's go.
Sean?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting Tom can hear us, even though he's walking around his room.
Yeah, sorry. I'm partly unpacking still. I'm just
That's
doing
fair,
stuff while I
that's
listen.
fair.
That's okay.
Okay, we'll go over. I'll bring my drink.
Cool. Welcome, friends. I am Warren Doon,
I am
information
E2.
broker.
and
So sorry,
this
can I get like a
is-
brief description of this dude?
Yeah, so he's a somewhat rotund human male. He's got a large trench coat on, some info pads by him.
He's got a
a little
fedora.
blaster pistol. He's got a fedora. He looks like a man of information and business.
Sure. And pleasure.
True
also.
Redditor.
A pleasure. A true redditor. Indeed.
Tip my hat and go. I'm an information
yeah, so
broker.
how are you guys sort of approaching this?
I
Are
think
you
he's definitely got something that we want, and we could help him. But
with money.
yeah, it's just like
helping.
I don't know how to gauge what to get out
So,
of it.
so we do have group loot. I'm going to leave what information we want to you guys. In terms of how much money we have, though, I'll let you know so you can have an idea of what we have to work with. We've got 2,000 credits in our group loot currently. 2,100.
Oofed.
I think... Yeah, I don't necessarily have an upper limit on it, but don't get too unreasonable.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just not sure what sort of information I should ask of him.
Well, we might want
Yes.
to know about that guy.
Like Rotar... Was it Rotar?
Rotate.
Hold on.
Because this guy might be a bit more discreet about it than asking random strangers.
Yeah, since he approached us.
But let's not give him the information that we have the pod yet, right?
Yeah.
No.
Because that's
Yeah, so,
information.
Can I-
He will pay money
Can I
for that.
talk to... What's this guy's name? Sorry?
His name is Warun Dak. So War, WON, space Dak.
They really named a guy after
D-A-K.
pulling someone
Okay.
else's pants down.
See, and I shake his hand and say, I'm E2, and this is my party.
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
The E2
Drink is
patrol.
looking kind of empty. Can I buy you another one?
I'm not one to shy away from a drink.
Another round over here.
No,
No.
just give him yours.
Another round over here.
You literally can't drink.
Yeah, and one of the droids comes over. You see that the bartender's making the drinks, and a small droid comes over and puts out a little bucket.
Let me see. So, you've been on the station long?
Is this to the droid or to
No, to the person.
Hey, completely unrelated
Can
droid.
the
You've
droid
been on
even
the station
speak? I
long?
don't even know.
No, it's fine. Yeah, he's. I spent a lot of time here. This is a good spot for information coming in and going out. A lot of people come here to do various degrees of business all across the galaxy, and without the Empire's eyes watching over us, it's a lot easier to do business of this kind.
I see. Do you know much about the station?
And as you're
How it
saying
works?
that, the little droid just goes, "Credits."
And fling them 2 credits and a tip of an extra credit.
Okay. Thank you. And he like zooms off, and then
Sounds like
the
he's
drink
fucking
comes
constipated.
by. The drink comes by for Warren. Are you just gonna hand it to him, or?
He can pick it up himself.
Okay.
The power
thank you,
move is
friend.
making the other guy read across the table.
Thank you,
that.
friend.
Here's your drink,
And he
sir.
starts drinking away. Okay, E1, could you give me an average charm check? So 2 purple.
Oh, hold on. So I might have some abilities that might help me here.
Hey, Mr.
I'll let the
Gamble.
check first. I think I have stuff I can do post-roll instead of...
Yeah,
two
you might be
purple?
able to. Yes. Just check because I think gamblers maybe have a purple. They can
I'm
add
not
to
a gambler.
blue.
I haven't spec'd into that tree yet.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
man. I'm too
Okay.
poor in terms of
I see.
XP.
That's unexpected.
No, I got 2 successes, tree advantage.
Nice.
Jesus Christ, Emma.
Give me a moment. Sorry, were you about to say something as well, Damo, before you
No.
rolled? Okay. Thank you for the drink, my friend. So, I assume you guys have... Oh, I would hope you would have a need for information. I'm willing to start any sort of basic questions at 10 credits per question. That is my standard fee for those I like. And I like you.
Ooh, I like you too.
You just sort of like side eyes Tom. What?
That's Tom. That's his best.
Yeah, so he seems and he seems quite genuine. Like either he's a really, really good liar, or he's being truthful and straightforward with you. That's all you can really get from any of that. Yeah. So tell me, is there anything that you were looking to learn about, or no?
Yeah, look, I have a really pressing question. Where the fuck is the clitoris?
Shut the fuck up.
That'll be 25 credits.
Now that is a piece of information I am also looking for.
It's a mystery to us all.
That's stupid funny.
Oh god.
Anyway.
Do any of you?
Okay,
Go on,
can
Will,
we,
you're
can
our
we,
team leader.
can we have a flashback scene? Okay, what questions do we want to ask this guy? What questions do we want to ask that we want to know?
Okay, so we want to know who the fuck is like the R-Man? I can't remember
So
his name.
Rom,
Is that his name?
No, just the R-Man.
yeah man,
Rapok.
Rapok and his son, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know about that. I also want to know.
How would we be able to contact?
Yeah, I
Huh?
guess. Yeah.
Although that might
Yeah.
not be something he's aware of. I want to know what other people on the wheel, what other important people are here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
fair
that's
enough.
true.
Okay. That's
I find
pretty-
it difficult with this like side quest thing. I find it difficult because I'm not sure if we want to give away this hyperspace tube. Does that make sense?
Well, we don't have to.
No, I know, but if we like
I don't want to give
pursue,
it away.
if we pursue Rapok and stuff,
I thought we just wanted to know a way of opening it.
that's right. Does it require a password? Is that what we're looking for?
Or just
It's
like a
more sort of
hacker.
like usually needs
Is
like
it biometric?
biometric information. Yeah, so you're.
So we just need to cut his hand off.
What the-
No.
How do you know he'll even have access?
Huh? I
How
mean,
do
it's
we
like
know
it's
that this guy?
it's addressed to Rapok.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rapok could be dead, right?
Yeah, he could be. That's what I was
I
thinking.
think I think what's more beneficial to us would be getting inside it without his knowledge,
Yeah.
and then
But I
deciding
mean,
on our own.
Yeah, that's true. I thought. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Because when I
that
said that,
gives
I
you
thought
the
we were like
advantage.
pursuing
Okay.
him as
So,
opposed to. But that makes sense.
Let's
I
write
agree.
down the questions we want to ask. Okay, so what's the first one? Who is Rom?
Rapok.
Who is Rapok?
Yeah, that's his name.
But Rom is the one who's at the wheel.
Yeah. Wait, no, don't you mean the other?
No, Rom's the one who's at the wheel, right?
Wait, what the fuck are we
Rapok's
talking
just
about?
the dad. Like we don't know much.
Okay, so Rom's the guy that the guy was like, oh, don't go near him. Is that
Yeah,
what
I
you're
think
saying?
that's right. Is that what happened,
Okay.
right? Okay, so we want to ask who Rum is, right? Because I feel like we might get some
Yeah,
information
I
about
think we
that.
also want to know what happened to Rapok as well, then, because it is addressed to Rapok. Like it directly
Okay.
says, like,
What happened to Rapok?
yeah.
Okay.
least I'd like to know that.
So that's 20 credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, what other stuff do you want to learn?
Do you want to know how we can get in contact with Rum?
Yeah, I think so. Or Rapok if he's still alive. Because I think the conversation went like, "Oh, Rom is the one on the station still." Like they didn't say that Rapok was dead.
do you
They
wanna
just said that
contact-
Rom was.
Do you want to contact Rum? I feel like we want to contact Rum. I feel like Rum might be the key to get to
Okay.
Rapok. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
And then
But yeah, I think
final
we should just
question
ask. Yeah,
is what other important players are on the station, right?
yeah, sure.
Well, maybe like ask about like a good slicer who might be able to get into the thing without.
Oh yeah. I mean, but we don't want to draw suspicion of the fact we have a hyperspace tube, I guess.
No, but you don't have to ask about that specifically.
Yeah, like a good slicer.
Like
okay, sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
okay.
negotiate a 2-for-1 deal.
Bundle.
Yeah, a bundle. Okay. So we happy? So I've got 4 questions. Dan has 1 question, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my questions are counted in your questions. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So
Indeed.
we have who is Rom? What happened to Rapok?
Wait, well, one at a time. One at a time.
No. I'm
wait,
going
we're
over
just-
the
we're just
questions about
consolidating.
it.
Okay.
We're
So what
not
do you
asking him
ask?
yet. We're not spewing out all the questions.
this. It's like, yeah. Go
How
ahead,
can we
sorry.
get in contact with Rom or Rapok, depending on how he answers, and what other important players are there on the station?
Yep.
Right. We happy?
Sounds good. Yep.
Okay.
And are you guys all happy to pay for those out of group loot?
Yep.
Yeah, sounds good.
Back into real time. Or present time.
Alright, what do you say? What are you asking specifically?
Well,
My man's waiting.
do you have a bundle we could probably?
Humble bundle?
Yeah, like
And
3 for the price of 1 or something like that. Sorry, 3 for the price of 2.
Fuck
If you
me,
ask
3 for the
for-
price of 1 is insane.
look, for you, my friends, you pay for 4 questions, you get the 5th one free.
Sweet.
Ah, how convenient.
Okay.
So, what might you have in mind? I will do my best to answer to the best of my ability.
Yes, our droid has some good questions for you.
Ah, your friend. Did you say your name was E2 to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. E2 is it? Yes.
Ultimate stealth right there.
100. What is it that you desire?
We're looking for someone, Rom. Like, who is he?
Oh, Rom. He is the current sort of president or manager of Baratech.
What, sorry?
He is the current president of Baratech. It's
Okay, we have a
Biotech.
6th question.
Baratech.
B-A-R...
He's he does a lot of business on the station, and this is his primary base of residence.
Okay.
Very influential here.
Where
That's your first
is
question.
Where is Rapok, Rom's dad?
Ah, Rapok. Rapok was the founder of Baratech, and sometime after the Clone Wars, he was incarcerated by the Empire and died in incarceration.
Okay.
Right.
Do you know of any way we can get in contact with Rom?
If you're looking to contact Rom, that may be a little bit tricky, because he does like to lie low around the station, because there are plenty of threats to him. Possibly going through the station administrator, they might be able to set up a meeting, or at least inform Rom of your desire to meet them.
I see.
Rom is a person of business, so I'm sure they wouldn't shy away from a meeting if you were to be enticing enough.
Fair enough. Okay. Before we continue, this is out of. I'm not talking to him. Can I roll like a check to see what biotech is?
Yes.
Or someone else can roll one. I don't know.
Actually, I might have Tom roll this one again.
Okay.
What check would it be?
So that would be one of the law ones. Give me just a moment. That would be just either a law roll or an outer rim roll. Probably law, though.
It is. Plus,
It'd be 2 purple. 2 purple. Well.
One advantage.
Okay. Yeah, you feel like the name is somewhat familiar, but you can't quite place it.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I feel like the name is somewhat familiar, but I can't quite place it.
Let's see.
Do you have any further questions for me?
What did biotech do?
Give me a moment.
Let's see.
As he like scrolls through his
His
he's like
notes?
scrolling.
He has notes.
He's got a data pad and he's like scrolling through
Fuck,
it.
let's get that data pad.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
No, I was going to say while he's scrolling, just out of curiosity, do you ever need people to get your information?
Shit, that's another 10 credits. That does not count as part of our questions, okay? I repeat.
It's like when you have a genie and you accidentally say "I wish." No, of course. If you have any interesting enough information, I would most certainly be willing to pay for it.
Have you ever heard about this Imperial officer outside Tatooine?
For a second, I thought you were going to say, "Have you ever heard of the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise?"
That's another 10 credits.
Another 10 credits.
Here from a Jedi.
Sorry, what did I miss?
Just some shit posting. It's okay.
Sure.
Okay. Yes. So Baratech is a. They've done a lot in the past, but they are typically well known for their research in cybernetics and general technology, as you would imagine from the name. On the down low, they are somewhat. I mean, they're a bit of a front company for a lot of black market tech operations, but they're seemingly legitimate.
Any known affiliations with separatist forces in the Clone Wars? Yes.
Yes, Baratech was working with the separatists during the Clone Wars. They were in fact started during the Clone Wars as a company.
And that's why Rapok was incarcerated, correct?
Indeed. That's
So
like
do we have any
5
other
questions now? How many questions is this? 5, right?
Now, if you don't include, if you say Tom's ones are like add-ons onto our ones, it's 4 questions currently.
Cool. That's been 4 questions, so that'll be 40 credits, and your 5th one is free on the house, as I had promised. Do you have any further questions?
I mean,
Here's your 40 credits.
I think.
Thank you.
What's left? Yeah. Okay. So, do you know any competent slicers aboard this station?
Give me just a second. So he's like thinking, and he goes to check his data pad.
This guy's got a really big nose.
And his arms are in each other's sleeves.
God.
He's offering 1 dirt block for 84 emeralds. What the fuck?
Wait a minute, that's not an information broker.
Well, that was pretty accurate.
What can I say? I'm a man of science.
If you are looking for a slicer, you can find one.
I'm getting ready for the Jeff.
Stephen.
If you head over to the Wonky Bolt, you should be able to find slicing services there.
Okay, good to know.
Jilla-san is a decent slicer and mechanic.
Man, we're 2 for 2 for names this
Yeah,
time.
we
Red.
are.
We're 2 for 2, not a single McHutt in sight so far.
Single what?
McHutt, which was his genius improvisational restaurant name in the last session when you went here.
I see.
Is it the one that sold Wampa burgers?
They sold McWampa burgers. You know, Wampas, the species that only lives on one planet in the entire galaxy.
Yeah, that's why Tom posted that thing of just a McDonald's renamed a McHutt on Hoth with, like, the Empire there. That was so dumb.
Yeah,
Not your
pretty
highlight.
dumb.
Right?
It was pretty dumb.
He only could blame himself.
And as he overhears that, oh yes, there is actually a McHutt just down the road from there.
Just down the road on this space station.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair,
Mate, it's on every corner block.
I mean, so the corridors are very road-like, like they are. Just
Yeah,
sort
you
of
said
paved
that.
a bit. Yeah. But yeah, just down the corridor, there's a McHutt open 24/7.
Breakfast menu till 10 a.m.
Indeed.
Fuck yeah.
I have a couple more questions.
Yep, that's 5 so far. So
Yeah, I
be
know.
set.
How many questions do you have?
Me?
More than 5.
More than 5.
Do we have information we
What?
can give him?
It's 10 credits.
Yeah,
You could find 10 credits on the street. Wait, this guy's
Yeah,
not
this is
driving
barely
a
more
hard
than the price
bargain
of
here.
drinks.
What other important players are there on this station?
Now that's a bit of a juicy question. I would ask 20 for that one. It's quite a loaded response.
Fair enough, you've been so helpful so far.
Consider it a bonus.
I would hope it would go without saying, but I would appreciate a little bit of discretion with any information you learn from me.
Yep, as I slide the voice recorder into my pocket.
Well, the Wheel is home to many factions and companies and criminal enterprises. Probably some of the more important ones you might want to steer clear of or perhaps communicate with. I don't know what you're up to. Well, there's Baratech. They, as I've already explained to you, are a cybernetics company that does a lot of underground black market tech brokering. There's also, well, I hope someone, obviously the ISB, the Imperials on the station. They're going to be going around, probably, trying to push their Imperial agenda and try and root out anyone hiding in the station, as this is quite a hotbed for those who are trying to get away from the Empire. You'll also find somewhat more of a newcomer to the station that have been troubling a lot of, well, not troubling, but interfering a lot with a lot of the docking areas, is, he's like checking his data pad. Where did he... Wait, is that... Did I Pepega this? Oh no, yeah.
Mr. Pepega.
Mr. Pepega.
Classic internet lingo. Not internet lingo, Star Wars lingo, man.
Another group who has been making their name quite well known around here recently is the TR clan. They're a sort of group of almost entirely Rhodians who have been disrupting a lot of the long-standing tech operations on this station.
TR
Getting
as in...
TIYAR.
Okay, yep.
They've been trying to muscle in on a lot of the underground activities here and causing a bit of a ruckus.
Interesting.
And where would we be able to find the TR clan? Or where
So we
would
can
wanna
avoid it, of course.
Stay clear.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure myself where their home base of operations is, or whether it's even on the station. But you'll probably bump into them at some point. They're not entirely easy to contact unless you are looking to broker some sort of tech
Understandable.
business.
Understandable.
I can't really help you there.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Okay. I have one other personal question to ask.
indeed. Go ahead.
Was the Clone Wars a conspiracy against droids?
To build anti-droid sentiment.
Well, then, my friend, that's a very loaded question that I unfortunately don't
No
necessarily
information
have
on?
the answer for, but
You don't know the answer, or you don't
see
want that
now.
answer?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some scholars suggested it may. Johnson.
Do you have a reference for that?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any references for you, but I hope you find the answers you're looking for.
There's a pressing issue for Droid kind. I'll hand him 30 credits.
Thank you for
I already paid him 40.
Yep.
Yeah, that was for the questions before. I got the
Yeah,
additional
sure.
questions, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'll give him another...
Do you want me to take those out of the group loot?
No, they were my questions.
Oh, bro.
Mainly because one of them was the Clone Wars.
Was the Clone Wars a conspiracy?
And then I'll give him another 15 and say, if anyone asks, we'll never hear.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I like the style.
Very good.
If you have any more questions later, you will be able to find me here in this cantina from about 9 to 5 every day.
Jeez.
His 9 to 5 is literally just sitting there drinking beer and answering questions.
It's not bad. I could get behind that.
With my little brother around, I spend all day answering fucking questions anyway. I don't get paid shit for it.
Well, did you guys have any more questions for him, or are you good? I assume you were sort of wrapping up.
Can I just have a sec? I'll look at some of my
Yeah.
personal character sheets, if there's anything there.
Okay, we good?
Wait, we asked about wrap up, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. He's dead.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, according to the source.
Sorry, I was getting confused with them. Wrong.
Yeah, they have similar names.
Yeah, so anything else you guys wanted to ask him, or you wrapped up?
Look, I think I'm okay. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. I'll be here 9 to 5 all day, every day.
I was saving up my XP points for something, but I can't remember what it was.
You're gonna gift them to me.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, as you guys get up, you see him, he tosses 5 credits towards the bartender.
Oh. Oh, I guess that's like his fee for sitting around all day. Yeah.
Yeah, you gather, I mean, he seems to have the whole thing to himself, and it's quite a prime location.
Yeah.
You can probably assume at this point that especially that his business hours, that he sits there all the time. And
That's literally his office.
that's his office. He pays for, a seat. Yeah.
Cheapest fucking rent on an office ever. 5 credits an hour, what the hell?
So,
You know how much he pays for drinks.
Also true.
alright, yeah, what do you guys want to do now? So you're getting up from the bar spot, do you want to take another seat, or are you going to go elsewhere? We've got a bit of new information. Don't know if any of it's pertinent at the moment, but it might be.
Is anyone playing Sabak?
Yeah, you know what? There's a table, there are 2 humans and a Twi'lek playing Sabak.
Cool.
Also, I just realised, Tom, could you roll some Destiny points?
I can, certainly.
Yes.
I
So
forgot myself.
4 dice. Yeah, so there's a table playing Sabak. There are 3 people there, 2 humans and a Twi'lek.
5 light side, 1 dark side.
Nice.
That was almost a perfect roll.
Yeah, so as a reminder, you guys can use your points to change a green to a yellow, or to change one of mine, down a grade. So you can make my checks harder or yours easier.
Or we can make something convenient happen.
Yeah, or you can introduce a story element that isn't too outlandish. Hold on, I actually realised I don't have a piece of paper.
I introduced a GONK droid. Guys, I just really want a GONK droid.
What do you get a call?
I understand.
While Ryan's doing that, do you want to see my 6
The
Star
GONK
Wars?
droid?
I've got some collector's edition calendars from the 90s.
What?
I just found them while I was unpacking. Here's the 1999 one. This one's pretty sick.
Okay,
how many
what day
points
of
do
the
we have?
week was it on December 7th, 1999?
It was a Tuesday.
Nice.
Let's see if this calendar was accurate.
Tom, real quick, how many points did you guys have? Sorry.
5 light side, 1 dark side.
Yep.
But this is my favourite page. Look how cool this is. It's like the opening crawl, but with the Star Destroyers and stuff.
Oh wow.
How much Phantom Menace stuff did they have in there?
None in the 1999, but 2000 is all Phantom Menace.
Let's take a look. Let's see what they decided to pick. Is Watto in there?
Anakin
Yeah.
Skywalker.
No.
Jar Jar Binks is
Yeah.
February.
Wow, they decided he was the second most important one.
Darth Sidious is...
He was in it for like
Much.
2 seconds.
Yeah. It's okay, because the Nemoidians are on the bottom.
Yeah.
Alright, can I take a guess for what's going to be on April?
Qui-Gon.
Oh, close. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Amidala. Yoda.
Nice.
Newton Rune. You know, the famous...
Classic. What month is
famous
that?
characters.
Iconic.
Battle droids. The most iconic character.
Before Qui-Gon.
And then Maul is September. Ooh, spooky. But yeah. Yeah, I'll stop distracting.
What
It gets a full spread. And then Qui-Gon's December. It's the last
enough.
place.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Anyway,
Love it.
this break brought to you by Tom. And now we return to the
Beautiful.
action.
Alright, yeah, sorry, so yeah, you guys got your destiny points. What's your plan? What's the go? What's the gist? What's going on?
I've got no fucking clue where to go from here.
Yeah.
Well, didn't we say there was a slicer?
There is, yeah.
Don't want to go.
Should we
to
go
the-
suss out how easy it is to slice a hyperspace capsule?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I think that's
how
a
are you
good
gonna
move.
how are you gonna suss that one out exactly?
I mean,
Also,
there's... Yeah.
oh, I was just gonna say, you have spotted, and it's quite common for there to be information kiosks throughout the station, where you can get information on a lot of things, including like what shops there are, what services are there, where people might be, that sort of thing. So you can actually go to one of those if you want more information.
Makes a lot of sense.
I reckon... Because I reckon if we rock up and we're like, anyone here able to slice a hyperspace pod? It doesn't give away that much. Like, it says, yeah, I've got a hyperspace pod, but it doesn't say whose it is or where it's come. You know what I mean?
True, true.
Are they pretty common? They're pretty common, right?
That's my thought, anyway.
Yeah, they're reasonably common. They're less common
Okay.
nowadays, but they're reasonably common.
Okay, it's not like, oh, I want you to open this nuke, and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But it is also like opening someone's
More like
mail,
we want you
which
to
is...
open this conventional warhead, you know?
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
it's
is what
still
we do.
like mail fraud, which is illegal.
Now, this is what we do, right? Is we chop off one of your hands, right? And then we say, oh shit, we lost the hand, now we can't open it.
Right. Why don't we just say it was for a group
And
member
then
who
it's
died?
perfectly legal.
It's like if
when
we're
you lose
really
your
pressed.
keys.
Even then, I don't think we should give anything away unless
Yeah,
we're
it's
really
legal
pressed
to
for
hire a
response.
locksmith. I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, as long
You
as
feel
you're
me,
not
dog?
breaking and entering.
Even though we are breaking and entering.
No, the locksmith is breaking.
Yeah, it's his fault. He was the one who did it.
We're doing the entering, so I think we're half to blame.
Yeah, so, what's your kids gonna do?
I can hear my brother talking. 1 sec, sorry.
I don't care. Someone decide.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah, I think
we'll go
that's
down there.
reasonable. We'll go down, have a look.
What's the place called? Was it like the Rusty Screw or whatever?
At the Wonky Bolt.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much. That's honestly pretty close.
Yeah, not bad. Alright.
Okay.
So, yeah,
And we have to talk to
what's it?
Jilla's hand.
Yeah, Tom, but your guys are going to the Wonky Bolt. It has been decided.
Sounds good.
Cool. Yeah, you guys head on back into the wheel. It's a quick 5-minute stroll down the streets. You pass all the street food stalls, a couple of sort of clothing shops, and you arrive at the Wonky Bolt. It's a chain of droid repair stores found in major space stations, starports, and cities. It's quite small and grimy and filled with semi-functioning droids in addition to an impressive array of random parts scattered on shelves and in half-open boxes. The entire place seems filled with beeps, whirs, and the hum of ratcheting gears. And you're greeted by a Celestin mechanic, who's currently working in the shop. You're
Okay.
gonna do anything?
Yeah. Wait, so it's like a front kind of thing, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Should we pretend we have some legitimate business, or do we go straight in for the?
Let's just go in and we'll make
Yeah,
it up
we don't
as we go
circle.
along.
Fair enough. So I'll go up and be like, "Hello there."
Ah, hello. What can I get you today?
Well, we're actually looking for somewhat of a specialist service. We heard you might be able to put us in contact with a slicer.
Okay. Give me a... I'm thinking cool check. Maybe something else, but I think cool probably makes the most sense here. Give me a cool check with 2 purple, please. And actually add a blue because you've got your compadres there.
Okay, 2 purple and a blue. Sorry, just getting up the dice roller thing. 2 purple, 1 blue, and cool, did you say?
Yes, please.
1 advantage.
Okay. What might you be needing such services for? And he seems a little bit flustered by your question. Also, I think Tom might have died.
That's
Okay, I was like, yeah, fair.
That's okay. Go to continue. He's like, I don't know what you could mean.
We are just having some ship-related troubles that we can't solve ourselves.
I see. I might be able to lend a hand for the right price.
Ah, good to know.
Were you perhaps looking for a droid, or...?
Is that a separate question, or...?
It could be.
No, we already have a
I
droid.
think we have droids.
Yeah, we have 2 droids.
Okay. And he's just sort of like just looking around a bit.
Look, is there a more private place we could talk?
Well, I was going to suggest, would you like to see perhaps my droid
Oh, yeah.
supply out back?
No, you don't
Perhaps.
understand. We already have droids.
Yeah, I don't want your shitty ass droids.
On a completely unrelated note.
Sorry, I'm finally back. What's happened?
Oh, good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, yes, with an
No, but we already
astromech
have
might be interesting.
droids. What are you talking about?
Yes, but there are always better droids.
Better than R5? Have you seen that kid?
Yes, I actually have seen
Oh
that.
yeah, fair enough.
That's why we're here.
Okay, well,
Do you think
don't tell R5 we ever did this,
Do
okay?
you think you can cut open a droid?
God fucking damn it.
I mean, yes, they're just
This
metal.
question is not loaded.
Let's leave this talk once we're inside and looking at the droids.
Indeed. Please enter. Will, could you give me a mechanics check, please? Or perception, whichever's higher.
Mechanics and
With 1 purple.
1 purple. Cool. Yeah. That is 2 successes, 2 threats.
Cool. Yeah, as you sort of come into this little bit of a droid repair / sales shop, you've been in a lot of these sort of shops before. You perhaps maybe worked in one for a while, some time, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you do notice that a lot of, if not all of the droids here seem a little bit
Shitty.
shitty, I guess. Like, there are quite a few of them that seem obviously like return droids, quite a lot being fixed up. There's a lot of incorrect parts being used in a lot of these droids. And from your experience, you'd imagine that they're a little bit bad. So this is quite a, like...
So they're like target practice droids.
I mean, not even. I think it's more that this is like the... Well, this is a chain. This is like a chain shop for droids.
Right.
So you basically cheaply made droids.
I feel like
And,
the term
repurposed
target practice droids is like a racial slur against droids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah. That's what you get.
Lean over to E1. Is it E1 or E2?
I think Demo's... Demo was
It's
so
E1, but
still
it's
there.
E2 when he's in undercover.
Yeah, E2 is his fake name.
Yeah, I'll lean over to E2 and be like, see, this is where you can...
Wait, hold on, what the fuck? My name's not even E2. Who do you lean over to?
No, but he's saying E2 so as not to break your cover, Dave.
It's like,
I
hey,
see.
A2. Yeah.
I see.
Oh,
Stonks.
E2.
No,
No,
his name's
E2.
E1, but he said E2 when you were talking to the information broker to throw him off the scent.
Yeah.
Which is like the
That's his,
dumbest fucking thing
fake
ever.
name. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna lean over and say, see, you could be here right now. You'd be pretty fortunate.
I fucking slap him so hard.
Yeah, you know what? That could be the thread. You take one strain from that.
Okay.
So you can decide to make a comment, and then the one just slaps you.
Schmack.
This Lawson's like, whoa, not in my shop, please. I don't want to attract attention from the security. So, right this way. And he points towards a door that leads into a back room. Is anyone going to go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. As long as someone else is going in, I'll go in.
Okay, you all stumble into this small back room. And closes the door behind him, locks it, and just looks onto what looks like a security feed. Right, you were asking about slicing services?
Yes.
We were.
What can I do for you? And looking around the room, there looks to be like a slicing setup, like a bench there, and a lot of high-tech gadgets that might be used for such things. So that he does seem like he's probably a slicer.
Yeah, can I do a check to see like how good quality it is? Like,
Yeah.
stuff?
Give me mechanics or computing check, whichever's higher, with 1 purple. Pretty easy.
Yeah. Okay. 3 successes, 1 advantage.
Cool. Yeah, this actually looks like quite a professional setup. So you would imagine that the slicing business is not related to the operations of the major droid chain, and it's more of a private enterprise.
Yeah.
He's running out back by himself.
Yeah.
So it actually does seem reasonably good quality. Probably a professional slicer by trade.
Cool. Okay. You seem pretty legit. Do you think you could spice open a hyperspace pod?
A hyperspace pod. I would have to see the pod myself, look at the security features, and get the make and model, but it's certainly possible.
Right. Okay. And would it be a no questions asked sort of scenario?
We can make it a no questions asked scenario for the right price.
Oh. Okay.
And what is that price?
It would greatly depend on what I'm slicing. I would have to see the product first.
Can I just like lean over to whoever's closest to me and just like, do you guys reckon we should bring him back to the ship to see it, or should we bring it in?
I think it's probably better we bring him to the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, that way we have more control over the situation.
Yeah, that's true. The only downside is he then knows where we live, but like,
Also true.
I don't know if it's going to be that big a problem.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how about you come over to our ship and check it out and give us a quote?
Sounds like a good deal to me. I would, of course, need to be reimbursed for coming to your ship.
Ooh, okay.
You know,
How
at
much
home
reimbursement are we
service.
talking?
I can give you an assessment of the pod once I'm there. My call-out fee will be 200 credits.
Oof. Jeez, we're giving you business.
Yes, but I'm giving you a service.
Okay.
That is a bit hefty just to come check out.
It is a
Come to our
very...
ship and check out.
I have to close my stall when I'm not here.
You can come
Business.
Don't think you're making
tell
many
you
sales
what.
anyway, champion. The quality of those droids out front. Why don't you come with us and make a guaranteed 100 credits rather than sit around in this shithole all day making nothing?
Look, I'll
Come out, get some fresh air.
I'll work with you here. When I close up for the evening, I can come and take a look at the pod for 100 credits.
Okay.
Sounds good.
That sounds
not
better.
bad.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean what I said about the shithole.
I would require payment up front if you would.
Understandable. Here's 100 credits. We'll see you
Thank you.
tonight. Dr. B27, I believe.
It's like, turns out he doesn't even work there and he just runs off.
Just kill him.
Thank you. I will be there at 8 p.m. station time.
Cool. Okay, I'll see you there.
Australian Eastern Station time.
Indeed. Cool. You guys head on out. What's
We've got
the
the
game
rest
plan?
of the day, hey.
It's probably 3 p.m. You got like 5-ish hours.
Is there any like social activities we could do?
Well, you guys haven't really got much information on the station yet. I'd probably recommend maybe going
Is
to
it like a tourist
info
guide?
kiosk.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
There's
the information
kiosks.
kiosk. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get
Is it
one
like
of the
swoop
tourist
racing or
guides.
some shit? Let's do something exciting.
Yeah, see the best sites that the station has to offer.
Yeah, is there like a tour bus? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, big bus tour.
the one, yeah, like the ones where it's like an open roof on top.
Is it one of those inflatable? You know, the buses that go into the water and then they're like.
And then they sink.
Well. Yeah, and there's 86 casualties, and it's on the nighttime news.
Oh my god.
What a fun
Okay, we'll head to info kiosk.
Yeah, there's no like tours like that, but yeah, go to the info kiosk. Yeah, yeah, you walk up to this information kiosk. It's pretty stock standard. As you approach, it says in text, "Enter 5 credits to begin."
Oof. Jeez, they like charging
God,
us.
everyone wants bloody money on this station. Alright, I'll put 5 credits in.
Cool. You put the 5 credits in. The text sort of dissolves in like the honeycomb PowerPoint transition. It says, "Welcome to the wheel." And just not the microphone. "Welcome to the wheel," and then also voices that out to you.
Pay 5 credits to continue.
Yeah, so you got the information kiosk here. So what are you sort of looking for? Do you want to have a look at like shops?
What's the most exciting thing on this station?
Is there a water park?
Okay, yeah. You have a look at like I guess the tourism area or like entertainment, and yeah, it plays like a short video. "Come see our premium high stakes gambling lounge," and it just shows all these like casinos.
Oh my god.
Oh,
We have
yeah?
some of the best tables in the galaxy.
They're made of
Come
oak.
enjoy a game of sabacc with your friends here, or perhaps something else.
Perhaps another game that people play.
some chance dice, or perhaps some of whatever that other game is that we haven't touched on yet.
Pizzazz.
And yeah, it just goes
Pizzazz
through.
the space.
Oh yeah, Kazakh.
Okay.
Sure.
Pizzazz with a P.
Oh, Kazakh. Come to the luxury level of the wheel, where you'll find many casinos, hotels, and gambling dens.
This doesn't sound very family friendly.
No.
Can I look for... Is there like some kind of like bookstore or something of the like?
There's like an interactive map you've got of like a lot of shops around the station. So, just some of the more, like, I guess some of the interesting things that'll pop up that you might want to go to. There's obviously the Crooked Crater Cantina, which is where you've already been, where the information broker was. You've got Sowell's Apparel, which is a clothing store that sells a lot of like clothes and gear and like sort of environmental suits, that sort of stuff. You got the Wonky Bolt, which is the chain droid repair store. You've got McHutt, which is fast food dining. You've got Farlander's Outfitting and Supply, which is like a pawn shop / general store.
Essential.
Bareback missionary. The whole.
You've got Cal's, which is like a shop, a ship's part store. You've got Toys Tap Cafe, which is a tap cafe, and you've also got one of the ones that sort of seems a bit odd that I think like E1 sort of looks at and it's like, what the hell is this? Like, what are these humans doing? It's called Grotto's Droid Emporium and Hair Salon.
Do you reckon they'll have GONK droids? I want to go there.
So, yeah, that's probably everywhere that gets a note. And if you want to go anywhere more general that I haven't mentioned, then you can check if that's a thing. But yeah, you can go here for sure.
I want to go to the droid shop.
Sounds like a bit of fun.
I'll say there's also like a library somewhere on the station that like comes up.
Okay. Maybe
Just
I'll
like
go there.
the wheel library. Do you guys want to look for anything in particular, like a certain kind of store? Or you could just look
Oh,
up
I
for
want
later?
like a good quality droid store.
Yeah, so a few things pop up. There are like 3 chains of the Rusty Bolt, and then there's also Grotto's Droid Emporium and Hair Salon.
And here's
We got to see the droid emporium and hair salon.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like
a
you can't
very interesting
not.
combination.
All right, let's go there.
Okay.
I hope they have mouse droids.
Yeah, so you guys, you make your way through the station. This shop itself is up another level, so it's above the hangar level. It's a little bit more nice. The actual, the corridors are nicer. The station doesn't really change much in terms of the smells and the, like, what it's made out of. And yeah, you come to Grotto's Droid Emporium and Hair Salon. It's a dinky little shop off of the main walkway that you've been going down, located down a side street and has just a completely open front, so there's no door or walls at the front. Inside, the shop is split right down the middle. The left side is lined with mirrors and salon chairs, with a couple of carts by the chairs, some of which look to have haircutting equipment on them. And the right side has a large workshop-style bench surrounded by various metalwork, machines, and droids in storage bays, and lots of equipment for cutting and computers for, programming. That's what it is. You go in, and I didn't get the race name, but Grotto is like that guy with like the 6 arms or 8 arms. From,
yeah.
I can't even remember which one it's from, but I know exactly
He's
what
from
I'm
the Clone
thinking
Wars.
of.
He's also
Rex
Jetster.
The guy who Kenobi goes to see about
the
Kamina.
diner.
Yeah, that guy. It's
Dexter's
one of them.
diner.
I'll send a picture. Rex Jetstar.
Yeah, send that to
hold
the
on.
chat so they can see.
Hold on. Let me find it. What is it? You said it.
What?
Damo said it.
Dexter's Diner, right?
Dexter,
Yeah.
What's his last name? It's like Dexter Jetster or something. Yeah, it is. Dexter Jetster. I'll send a picture to the chat.
What's his Oh, he's what is that? A basilisk?
I think I've heard of that actually.
Yeah,
This
so
is
he's
him
got
in
he's 2 meters high. Yeah, that's him. He's got 4 arms, and he notices your approach. Hey, welcome to Grotto's Hair Salon and Droid Emporium. Are you looking for a haircut or a droid?
Looking for a droid. What droids do you have?
Droids.
Fine choice. Well, currently
It's the only choice
my
given I
work...
don't have hair.
Very well, my friend. Available currently, I have some mouse droids,
Ooh.
a R5 unit, and a GONK droid.
I would like to. You got to keep straight. You got to distract. I'd like to inquire about each of those. How much are we thinking for each?
Yeah,
What's your charge?
those R5 ones sound pretty good.
Well, this R5 unit here is not in the best of shape, but otherwise, pretty good condition.
Yeah.
I'm willing to part for it for a mere 4,500 credits.
What about the GONK droid?
The GONK droid. It's a much simpler droid, usually used as a small power generator. This one itself is brand new, so not been used before, no scratches, not refurbished. Gotto's honor. It's a brand new unit, and I sell those for 100 credits each.
Oof.
Oh.
And the
Do you do
mouse
any
droids?
modifications? Do mouse droids first.
Yes, the mouse droid. It's a sort of box-shaped little wheel general-purpose droid, mainly used for cleaning, delivery, or maintenance. And I can part with those for approximately 300 credits.
Okay. How come they
You
cost
actually-
more than the GONK droid?
Because GONK droid's just batteries on legs.
Mouse droids are literally just a box on.
No, but they like information. They're like USBs
Well,
that can. move
Basically,
around.
think of this, right? So the GONK droid is like as a power bank that you can bring with you to charge your phone, and a mouse droid is a Roomba
Yeah.
that you can like vacuum your house. So it's a bit more expensive, but not
What was
much.
I going to say? Have you guys seen Blue Harvest, the Family Guy thing?
Yeah. The mouse droids. Holy shit.
Just a little truck. Anyway, this GONK droid. Do you do modifications to GONK droids at all?
Oh, well, yes, I provide modification services. I can add any upgrades to droids. I can also do custom paint jobs, anything you require.
Ooh, custom paint job.
What kind of modifications can you do to a GONK droid?
That is a good question.
I'm thinking can you put man, there's so many opportunities. I haven't thought what I wanted. For my GONK droid.
Sort of out of character, I believe there's like a droid modification section somewhere. And basically, I mean, as long as you're going to pay for it, he can probably do it.
Okay.
Well,
I tell you what, I might look into it, good sir. Please hold the GONK droid just for a few hours. I'll come back once I have a better idea of what I want.
Indeed. Was there anything else you would require? Do you want an upgrade for your droid that you have standing out front, or perhaps another?
Yeah.
Or
Is that
are you
E1
looking for?
or is that R5?
Is there a new one?
Well,
No, is it
R5
E1?
isn't here, so
He's talking about Davo.
he's pointing out E1. Or perhaps you would like this R5 unit. They can come in handy from time to time.
Very tempting offer, thank you. But I'll ask the droid
have
out
a
front
think
if you...
about it.
Yes, but E1, do you want any modifications done
I'm
while we're
good.
here? He's good.
No worries, friend. Do come by if you would like to purchase any of these droids or require my services. And if you would like a haircut, I can also provide that at the same time.
Amazing, thank you.
It's an interesting combination.
Yeah, I wonder how he got into that business.
We'll never know.
Do you ask him, or you just
Sure.
just wondering?
Hey, yeah, how did you end up being both a droid salesman and hairdresser?
That is a very good question. I don't
Which one
get that
came
one
first?
often.
That's the real question.
Well, I am a droid technician by trade, but a hairstylist by passion. My parents encouraged me to become a mechanic, but I had always pursued the finer art of hair design.
That's inspiring.
Do you have a combo price? Like, if we buy a droid, you get a haircut?
Yes, any purchase of a droid will come with a complimentary haircut.
Oof. Tempting. Okay, we'll think about this. We'll be back.
Otherwise, the haircuts are 35 credits each.
Yeah, okay. We'll have a think about it.
Awesome.
Anyway, where to next?
Yeah, what are you guys thinking?
I personally would like to go to the library and just do some reading up on the ship that this hyperspace pod was launched from. The Sanala.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to do with my time, personally.
Okay. And if you guys want to do anything?
Yeah, I'd like to read up on hyperspace pods.
Just in general?
Yeah, I don't think I would have a knowledge of them.
Yeah. Awesome. Anyone, Tom and Damon, what do you guys want to do? Oh, shit.
Do you mean Dan and Damo? I'm doing that.
That is what I mean,
That's
yes.
the one.
Yes, all good.
Sorry.
Not sure I have a specific, like... Maybe we could, like... No, I don't really know what we want or need to do.
How much money do we have in the group loot?
We got 1,960, I think, remaining.
Okay.
1,955, because we used 5 on the information.
Yeah, fair enough. R5's not an astromech, is he?
No, it's
Not currently. So the R5 units were originally astromechs, but a lot of them were repurposed and stripped down. The R5 unit that's in Grottos is an astromech version.
No, but
if
how much
that's-
would it be to...
repurpose
upgrade?
ours.
Yeah.
You probably estimate a couple of thousand, maybe
Yep.
somewhere between 1,000 and 3,000 credits. You're not
That's
too
what
sure.
you wanna do, because you get some
Yeah,
cool
'cause-
abilities.
Yeah, we do.
But what sort of... Do we want any ship mods as well? Or do you want to go somewhere... I think we should go somewhere else for ship mods.
We got a pretty beefy ship, don't we?
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the prime place, but...
So,
Hmm?
what was it called? There's a place here that does ship stuff, parts and modifications.
Yeah, but it's like...
cows.
This isn't like Corellia where like...
Oh
it's
yeah.
the shit, like it'll be more expensive because they have to like ship the mods
Yeah.
to the wheel. So I think we want to start saving up for some ship mods. I think, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
fair enough. Fair enough.
But that's something further down along the line. I'm happy just to chill on the ship if you guys want to do some of the shit.
Yeah, I don't have any particular ones on this station.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, we'll go to Mishan and Dak, right? Will, that's your character's name?
Yep.
Yes, there we go. I'm learning. So Mishan and Dak, you guys make your way to the Wheel Library. It's actually in one of the higher parts of the station, up near the casinos. Sorry, that was really funny. Just like poking his head around the corner. Up near the casinos. And yeah, it's quite nice. You walk on in, there's a droid, sort of archival librarian at the entrance. Welcome to the Wheel Library.
Hello.
What can I help you with?
Hello, I'm looking for information on CIS/Banking Clan ships or history in that area. Are you able to help me at all with that?
Yes, indeed. Please follow the line, and some LED lights just start flickering on along the floor that sort of show a route to an area.
Very cool.
And you, my small friend.
Oh, geez, thanks. Way to feel accepted. Could I please read up on hyperspace pods?
Indeed, please follow the line, and a line going in a somewhat different direction starts appearing with LEDs.
I hope I'm tall enough to follow it.
And the droid goes, ha ha ha, very funny. Please see me if you have any other queries, and you will find similar terminals like me throughout the library.
Hey, thanks.
Please keep it down. And yeah, you make your way through the library. It's very quiet in here. There's very few people in here. You'll see the occasional person look to be reading up on some stuff, maybe just trying to do some cataloging. There's quite a few droids roaming about, as well as a couple of these terminal droids who are just in place. Michelle, we'll start with you. You make your way into a history section and find your way to the Clone Wars. Near the end, you look for banking clan and this information that you were going for. And I'll say... so you managed to... is there anything particular you're looking for, or are you just generally...
why don't I go through the index of some of the books looking for, like, mentions of Sarnalar, the ship?
Yeah. Okay, give me just a second.
I know generally what it is, but I want to see if I can get some more specific information.
Okay, so, you were having a look. You were looking at, there's like a database sort of terminal, searching for keywords, seeing if there's any books that pop up of interest. And you actually find a sort of... It's not really labelled what it is. Having a very brief skim of the first little bit, it seems to be some sort of journal entry, or maybe some part of an autobiography, you're not too sure. But it reads as follows. It's about the son-in-law, so, do you want me to read it out to you, or...
Or you can send it, either. I don't mind.
Yeah, actually, I'll send it to you and you can give it a read out. And just while I'm doing that, Will. So, Dak, you make your way into a sort of mechanics section, mechanical history. You find hyperspace pods. Specifically, you managed to match up the one that you've located, one you have. And I'll say that you get an extra blue bonus dice if you make any checks to do with that hyperspace pod in terms of the mechanics of it.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'll say, like, you studied up on its design, its features, its security features, everything that is pertinent to it.
Yeah.
And both of you are probably spending maybe 2 hours doing this.
So,
fair enough.
Told to do that.
What happens when I do a check again?
You'll get a bonus dice on blue.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to do any mechanics or computing or anything with it, then you get that blue.
Yeah.
Tom, could you read this out? So this is sort of like you assume a journal entry.
Yeah, sure. So, taken from Grinner's Tales of Treasure Hunting. The son-in-law, well, now that's going back a bit. There was a time when every treasure hunter in the Outer Rim was out there, looking for that long-lost separatist flying vault. While the truth and the son-in-law rarely seem to go together, one thing's for sure. The son-in-law is infamous for disappearing. Here's one version of the story, and it might even be true. At the end of the Clone Wars, a separatist captain loaded up his ship with every credit and ingot he could fit. When the separatist movement collapsed, off he went. He made a mad dash for the Perlemian trade route and took along the best cyber techs in the galaxy. Well, the new Imperials wouldn't have any of that. Maybe they feared a new cyber war, or Outer Rim warlord, but it's more likely they thought they were just hunting down yet another fleeing separatist commander. In any case, the Imperials chased them up the Perlemian trade route. The son-in-law must have had a jittery hyperdrive, because we've got tales of skirmishes all the way to the Outer Rim. Right when the Imperials were about to blow the ship to pieces, bam! The ship disappeared in one last hyperspace jump. That was it. No one's seen it since. Some say the ship simply disappeared in a hyperspace mishap. Others report sightings out in deep space, believing the ship might be lost between the stars. Every so often, someone reports debris on a remote Outer Rim planet. Problem is, there were just so many separatist ships fighting during the war, and scattering afterwards, that there's a lot of lost ships to find. So, you might find something interesting, if you want to look hard enough. Just not the son-in-law. At least, not yet.
Dun dun dun.
Interesting.
Once you actually read that, there's like a little sticky note. Well, not sticky, there's a little like fun fact bit.
Yeah.
And here it is. And it's basically like linking you to another thing written by the same person. But it's like, here's something that Grinners wrote about the wheel. It's like what it says on it.
So, do you want me to read this one out as well?
You can if you'd like. It's just
Okay.
like an info sheet.
Grinner's Wheel and Dealings. The Wheel is a fantastic, civilized place to get away from it all, especially the Empire. I don't know what sort of deal they've managed to pull, but whatever it is, it keeps the Imperials away. Well, mostly. I'm sure the Imperials keep tabs on the place, and I've heard they've got their own station or ships nearby just to track the comings and goings of whoever wants to avoid Imperial eyes, but no matter. There's enough traffic that one more freighter will hardly be noticed or seen as out of the ordinary. So go, have fun. But not too much fun. Local security is tough. They don't care who you are. If you make trouble, you're off the station faster than you can say, Jabba the Hutt sent me. Probably won't care anyway. You want a name they will care about? Sure, I got one, but it'll cost you extra. Bit of a character, Miss Grinner.
Yeah, so that's and yeah, other than that, you don't really find any additional information that you didn't already know. There's obviously a lot of like the stories that guy was referencing. Just a lot of people. It's like a bit of a ghost story, a bit of a treasure hunter's dream. No one's really sure what it is meant to be. But yeah, you don't learn anything additional from that.
Yeah, sure.
Or at least nothing that you didn't already know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So I guess anyone. Do you want to do anything particular? Anyone at the library want to look around for anything else? Or those of you at the ship, do you have any thoughts about if you want to go somewhere or do something?
What time is it now?
Probably about
research like?
6 p.m. So you got 2 more hours.
Okay.
So the trip to Godo's and the research took about 3 hours in total.
Fair enough.
Tom, do you want to get our droids?
Oh, I feel like 100 for a functioning, like brand new GONK droid is a good deal, right?
Yeah, I think it's a good deal.
What are you gonna do with the GONK droid?
I'm gonna modify.
Can I ride
Trying
it?
to.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You say, can you ride him?
Did.
Do you know how fast the
I'll
GONK droid
ride the
is?
GONK droid into battle.
No, as in like tumble around on it.
Isn't he highly flammable as well?
Are they? They're made of metal. I guess they're batteries.
The batteries, right?
So maybe.
Lithium-ion.
Just explode like the Note 7. No GONK droids on this flight.
I reckon. See, I was thinking like maybe if I get one and I get like a modified with like a slot in the back of it or something where you can hide stuff.
Yeah, but what if you make it like the Lego ones where it's just a chest?
It's just that's what I was sort of thinking. I might go back and I could be like,
Rip out the battery.
Godo, welcome. Not welcome. Hello.
Hello.
Friends. I've been having a think about the GONK droid. And, look, I do really want a GONK droid. But I was wondering, is there any possible way to maybe add some kind of storage capacity to the GONK droid? Maybe take out some of the battery or the entirety of the battery and make it more of a chest than a droid?
Oh, that's certainly an interesting question. Well,
I appreciate that it'll cost extra.
the droid itself is actually mostly a power generator as opposed to a battery. There is some battery storage, but it's mostly a generator. We could perhaps swap it out with a lower power generator, or even modify the droid to have a battery that it can just exist off. It is important that the droid actually has power to run, otherwise you've just got a box.
Yes. Perhaps. So my understanding is the current generator is enough to power starfighters and so on. Is that correct?
Indeed.
Perhaps if we modified it to make it less so starfighters and more just, guns, devices, so on, as opposed to entire starfighters, and would that make a bit more space?
Yes, I think we could get a smaller power generator to take up maybe half of its volume.
Sounds good. Okay, well, I think, how much would that cost, do you think?
Well, you'd have to buy the droid for 100,
Yes,
and then I think I could probably scrounge together enough parts for 50 more credits.
Okay. And finally, a paint job. You've got to have your paint job, right?
Of course. Did you have any thoughts?
I don't. I'm trying to think, like, what a good GONK droid
Surely
would
you
look like.
match him to the ship.
I was thinking I might even match him to me.
What?
So it's like a mini-me.
Oh my god.
That is an idea.
Jesus.
Imagine he's just got a little, yeah, I think it'd be so cute.
If you would like, we could do this similar to how you guys did the ship and just come back to me with your
Yeah,
paint
sounds
job
good.
idea.
Maybe I'll do that. But how much would it be for the paint job? Because I'll pay for that up front. And I'll
For the
decide
GONK
that.
droid, it'll be 50 credits.
Okay,
That's
so
all very
200, is that correct?
simple. 200 in total.
Just
Here is your
out of
money.
curiosity, Tom,
Yes.
would you be annoyed if I got a GONK droid?
No, if you want to get an additional GONK droid. As long as it's not my GONK droid.
Yeah, I mean, every GONK droid needs a friend.
Yeah, sure, they're like guinea pigs.
Because I sort of want a GONK droid that I can ride around on and stop people calling me short.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't
I
know
don't know.
quite how fast
That is
they
not
are.
the solution to the problem here.
What about 2 mouse droids as skates instead? That'd be
Oh!
far better.
Oh my god.
Or just get 2 skates.
We'll just get- we'll
No,
just
that
get-
doesn't sound right to
I
me.
like you've got this droid active as droid friend, and you're just like, yes, I want to ride on some mouse droid.
It's a GONK droid though.
It would probably be cheaper to buy a GONK droid than stilts, so
Yeah,
he's got a point.
Because, like, honestly, I would buy 2 mouse droids if I could, but that's 600 credits.
Have you ever
Yeah,
seen
true.
a GONK droid move?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Star Wars Lego Star Wars GONK droid % speedrun?
No.
No?
They beat the whole game as the GONK droid.
Oh.
It's like 36 hours to beat
Oh,
there's like
my
30
God.
story missions or something. It's fucking funny.
Wait, so do they keep going?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because they can't like attack.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, I
my God,
found
I'm
it.
watching it right now.
Yeah, same.
What the fuck?
I was just looking it up.
Oh
This-
my God.
I searched GONK droid speed to actually find out the official speed, and this is the first thing that came up. Yeah, so that's how fast it's going to move.
Hold up.
Part 1 is 1 hour long.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll
Show
send
how
it to the
many parts
chat.
there are.
I think this is what you meant.
Wait,
This is what I
he's
found out
not-
when I searched for
But
speed.
he's using like other characters, is he? Oh no.
Yeah,
he's
skip
not.
forward, I think. You have to.
No, he's using the GONK droid. The other characters are just following, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, he self-destructs to kill things.
Oh no, he had to change one to like get onto stuff.
Oh.
Because it can't jump.
Oh, right.
But it changes back immediately, so.
It's so funny.
Oh my God. It's been like 20 meters at the time I've watched this video.
So that's how fast it'll go. You might be able to overclock it, but yeah.
Overclock the GONK.
It's not going to be stable. It's going to like fall over.
Get the GONK droid and then buy 2 mouse droids and tape them to
You
the
can't
bottom
go
of the GONK droid.
upstairs either.
Also, the mouse droids can't, like, go on dirt. They have to be on a flat surface.
Yeah.
Look how
Same
slow
thing with the
Obi-Wan's
GONK
walking to
droid.
keep up with
GONK droid
GONK
can
droid.
walk on dirt.
Yeah, GONK droids have to...
Oh.
No, they can't. Yeah, but they can't go upstairs and stuff.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah, they're like Daleks.
Really shitty Daleks.
could,
They've got all of the Daleks' weaknesses, but none of the strengths.
okay. This is a deal breaker. Could I carry it up the stairs, or is it too heavy?
Well, it's 1 meter high.
Yeah.
How much does a GONK droid weigh,
I
considering
feel
it's
like
a
it would
power
weigh
plant?
It's
Shit
the same
ton.
height as, it's the same height as me.
I mean, it's a 1 meter high. I don't know how much it weighs, but it's going to be heavy as shit
Yeah, I'd probably need someone else to lift it up.
because it's a big metal box with a power generator inside.
Okay, I might have to pass on the GONK droid.
I do love the idea, but I'm not sure how practical it is.
Get 2 of them and take 1 to each foot.
God.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
Alright, when should I come back to pick up my little boy?
Oh, also, can I get the haircut that comes with it?
Oh, you can.
Okay, cool.
Wonderful. I can have this done by tomorrow.
Perfect. I'll be back then.
I'll have my haircut now.
Pleasure doing business. I'll do the haircut first.
Okay.
Yeah, and he sits you up on the seat. So, what can I do for you? What sort of haircut would you like?
Just a short back and sides all over my body.
Yeah,
Sure,
of course.
back and sides
And,
all over my body.
Well, of course. And you get out this like crazy looking like shaver tool, and it just like zips across your body.
Yeah.
Takes about 5 minutes, and presto, there we go.
Cool. I feel like a new DAC.
Yeah, you're looking fly. Do come back again if you would like another haircut or do
Thank
it.
you very much. Okay. I'll run off after everyone else.
Perfect.
Do you notice anything?
Are you wearing new glasses? Is that what's
No.
happening here?
No, it's all good.
Don't sound so sad.
Alright, well, I'm assuming you guys are all going to go back to the ship?
Yeah, we're meeting him at 8 o'clock.
Yep, that's the plan. What have you guys been doing on the ship? Anything?
Nothing.
Nothing? Well, 8 o'clock rolls around. And yeah, where's he at? Rusty Wonky Bolt, there we go. Yeah. Julia Sand, the Celestia mechanic, rocks up to your ship, sort of knocks on the frame. Waiting for your
Come
response.
in.
Door's unlocked.
He walks
It's
on
just
in.
a little
Nice
tight.
ship you have. It's a little tight. Show me the pod. What do we have? What are we working with?
Okay.
Okay, but first, you forget everything you saw here the second you walk out.
Of course.
Next time we see him. So you ready to
Fuck
slice
you.
like-
Except you remember us, of course.
Okay.
I see.
We shown the pod. It's just in the middle of the room.
No, we put it above the bar, remember?
Yeah. So we take it down off the bar.
So just so you guys know, it does, like, before he gets here, I will just remind you, it does say son-in-law on the side of the pod.
Yeah, we know. Which is why we...
Don't worry, I spray painted it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't like not preserving history, but at the same time... Can we, like, put sticky tape over? Is that a thing in the style? Can I swing past, like...
Some
Is it like
scotch.
a... Like...
Watto's warehouse, yeah.
Watto? Yeah, Watto.
Wait,
What?
Pick up...
Why are we
What's
putting
the
tape
tape
over
back
it?
to?
Just to cover up the name.
I've already spray painted it.
Yeah, but I don't want to spray paint it because it's history.
We can just get rid of the spray paint after.
Is that a thing?
Yes! How do they clean graffiti?
Unless it's oil based.
Is
Fuck,
David
I just spray
oil
painted.
based?
I've already spray painted it, okay? You can put tape over it.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys come back to the ship and Demo spray painted the hyperspace pod pink.
Inconspicuous.
Did you do the whole pod or did you just do the
No, I
name?
just did the name.
Okay.
I ain't gonna waste my can on that shit.
How many cans did you buy, by the way?
I bought
You got two or something.
2. Yeah, I bought 2 cans.
Right, the first can is at half
Okay.
paint.
I put that.
After
in
the
That's
last
actually
time
not bad at all, man. That's great
enough.
value for money.
Yeah. Good paint. He walks up. Okay, this is quite an old hyperspace pod. I should be able to give it a crack, but I can't promise anything.
As in, don't worry, because you're.
Wait, we paid you $100 to say that?
Well, you paid me 100 credits because you didn't want to bring it to my shop.
No, we couldn't bring it to your shop.
So how much is this gonna cost?
I can guarantee I'll be able to access the data. You'll have to give me a day to do it, and it'll cost you 1,000 credits.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Fair.
Are you,
I think
are
that
you
is
sure about
fair.
that?
It
There's a $200 call
yeah.
out fee.
When can he start? When can you start, sir?
Is there
I
any
can
chance
start-
that the pod can get like destroyed or like you know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, that's a
there's
good
like
question to
anti
ask.
slicing tech?
Is that a possibility?
Do you think there will be a risk of the pod having anything like that?
I don't know, you're the expert here.
I can.
Like, is that a known like?
Who sent you guys the pod? What's like I don't know what sort of technology they might have at their disposal.
We found it in a
assume-
wreckage. We believe it
Oh,
might be
salvage.
separatists, so we're concerned that it might have war encoding or something like on it.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, I'll need some hazard pay of 500 credits.
Oh, Tom, you just bumped up the price.
I mean,
Hang on,
it's better
hang
than
on.
his
Hazard
stuff.
pay for what? The Clone Wars have been over for a very long time.
Yes, but if this pod is booby-trapped in any way,
I
I would rather it not
excuse me.
destroy my facilities.
I'm quite the mechanic, and I've gone over this pod a couple of times, and it looks like it's pretty dated. I don't think it would be a hazard.
Right, give me a charm check.
Oh, a charm check. Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Keep looking for my dice, even though it's on my phone. Charm 2 green. Okay, so that's 1 purple.
Yeah.
Okay. That is 1 success, 3 advantages.
Okay. Alright, I believe you are a competent mechanic. I won't charge you the hazard pay, but I warn you, if anything happens to my facilities because of this pod, I will be suing.
Okay.
Who will you be suing?
Like with
Exactly.
We don't want him to know that.
Don't mind that.
He'll sue E2.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like, it's like, okay, so what did you do that made this place
true,
explode? I
true.
tried to slice open a pod.
Yeah, you just get arrested for mail fraud.
Fuck me. Okay.
Yeah, I can work on this overnight if you'd like to deliver it immediately. Otherwise, I can start whenever it gets there.
Okay.
Certainly. 1,000, is that the plan?
Yeah, 1,000 to slice.
Can we do 500 up front, 500 once you have the goods?
Yes, I think that's fair.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yeah. When can I expect the pod?
We'll drop
Right
around
now.
Immediately.
Oh,
You so
thanks.
wish.
Lift it up. How big is the pod
I'll
again?
meet you at the store. It's 2 meters long.
Okay. How the fuck are we gonna get that? We're just gonna walk it in the street?
Probably.
Maybe
Sounds
like,
like a terrible idea.
Put
maybe
it
like
in the
drape
tray.
something over it, pretend it's
Yeah.
something else.
Does it look a bit like a penis?
Why? What?
I put it in my pants.
Maybe like pretend like it's a container of some kind. I don't know.
So I'll send you a
Like
picture of what it looks like.
transporting stuff.
Okay. Trying to think, is there any way you can... Yeah, I guess we could just drape a sheet over it.
Yeah, I reckon that'll be fine.
Be like it's a hover coffin. One of my friends died.
That's what they do in space. They just fucking...
I mean,
That's what it looks like.
it's about the right size.
Minus the creature.
Okay.
You know, that creature's extremely small. Or the coffin is enormous.
Okay. That's
Bit of
big.
both.
It is
Wait,
quite.
so it doesn't float, right? So we're gonna have to drag it, right?
Yeah,
Do we have
it's 2
something
meters tall.
like a dolly?
We have R5.
That is not a dolly.
She's a droid and he can't feel pain. So, like...
Yeah, but he can just collapse.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's just lift it like a moving team.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
How far away was it? Wasn't there like a...
It's probably 8-minute walk.
Okay,
do
it's
it.
not that bad.
Not too bad. Let's just do it.
15
Find a
minutes.
sheet, we drape it
drag.
over.
Carry it in teams.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I think if you all work together, you could probably carry it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one in each corner. Easy.
Are you going to disguise it at all, or are you just going to walk it through the street?
It's
We're going to throw a
painted.
sheet over it, I think.
Okay.
I mean, it's partly painted, but I think damage did the label.
Oh, right. Okay.
Not
You
the
still
actual-
recognize it as a... Can we make do it slightly darker? Or it's always dark, isn't
It's a
it?
space station.
No, but like
It's
the
always
lights
light.
go down
No.
at night.
It's a 24/7, 300,000 population station.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. All the streets are always the same light.
Okay, let's just move it, whatever.
Fair enough. Let's go for it.
Alright, can one of you... Actually, just one of you make a stealth check.
I can.
Maybe whoever has the highest, I'll be generous.
I have pretty decently
Yeah,
high
so,
strength, so
it'll be a 2 purple check, and I'm going to use my dark side point to upgrade one of the purples to a red.
okay, so 1 purple, 1 red.
Yes.
And we're
So you guys now have 6 light side, and I have no dark side.
stealth.
I think I found the colour scheme for my GONK droid.
Oh, God. Alright,
I'll keep it a secret until the end of the session.
perfect. I'm excited.
You shouldn't be.
Oh, no.
What's the road, Ann?
Hang on.
He's busy
It is
reading the dice.
2 successes.
Yeah, okay.
Good stuff. Good roll.
Yeah, you carry down the street. A couple of minutes into your walk, someone who looks like a member of station security looks to be somewhat interested in you, starts walking towards you with 2 other security members who they wave over. And just before he's able to sort of get within earshot of you, you see him quickly turn around, and looking towards where he's looking, there are 2 people who've gotten into a fist fight.
Hey, good stealth. You
and
made
you-
other people start bashing each other up.
You continue down the street. Nothing more eventful happens as you re-arrive at the wonky bolt. Julia is currently out front, just fixing up one of his droids. Spots you. Ah, yes, just bring it round the back.
Okay.
Gesturing to the back room again. If you leave this here, I will have it ready by the morning. Say
Wonderful.
10 a.m.-ish.
Awesome. We'll see you then.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Should we have someone stay with him?
You can stay with me.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Like,
I'll stay.
what if we turn up tomorrow and it's just...
I feel like my character has a bit of a sort of... I feel like a bit of a history interest, so maybe they'll hang around and see what this is like. It's a bit of an old Yeldy tech. Like, that'll be the pretense that it's under.
Just saying, I did BS about it being totally safe, so
Yeah.
you might be playing
I'll
with
sit
fire.
further back.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Let me just say,
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go back to the ship, but like, we'll be ready. We'll be waiting for like a
Yeah.
transmission.
I'll
just in
have
case
stay on your comm links, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll radio in if I have any problems.
something seems shifty.
Yeah. So do you mind if I sit around and watch? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Just don't get in my way.
Oh, certainly not. I'm just incredibly interested to see how this technology works. It's amazing how we've developed things over time.
Yes. Just don't interrupt me. And
Say, do you have any refreshments?
he then presses
Yeah,
the
every
button
time he
and
starts
just,
doing something, you just start talking.
Yeah, that's as you're talking, he then just presses a button and starts playing some pretty loud Celestin rock music over the speakers, and he can't hear what you're saying
Sure.
as he's like working away at the pod.
Look, fine by me. Means I don't have to pretend to be interested.
Perfect. Alright, what are the other three of you going to do for the rest of the evening? Are we thinking?
I'm gonna sleep.
Fair enough. Demo?
I'm just gonna sleep as well. I don't know.
Gonna sleep? Awesome. Okay, and Dan, are you doing the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so Tom, are you sleeping at all, or are you just gonna stay awake with your boy?
I guess I might doze occasionally, but I just want to, like, especially early on, just as he gets close to opening it, I don't want him to find out what's in it and run anywhere.
I'm happy to swap out. We can do like a night watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You take
sure.
the first watch, I
Okay.
take the second watch.
Then yeah, I'll stay up for my first half.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
until Demo release me.
Give me a perception check, Tommy boy.
Certainly. Let me just bring up the dice roller. Yay, perception. Oh, excuse me, that was a burp.
And David, could you also give me one for when you do your check?
Yeah.
Your
Perception.
watch, I guess.
Okay, I've got okay perception.
Sorry,
What?
it's 2 purple. I always forget that.
Read my mind.
Do you have to use Destiny points before?
Yeah, so you use the point to upgrade it to a purple, green to a yellow, or to insert story.
Okay, I want to upgrade since we have so many.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
so
fair
I
enough.
now have 1 dark, and you have 5 light.
Alright,
So-
I got 1 success on my end.
And David,
What do we upgrade it to?
One
green to a yellow.
Green to a yellow, and then it's 2 purple, right?
Yep.
Okay. What the fuck? I got 1 failure!
It's so sad.
Dead.
Alrighty. Yeah, Tom, in your weight, you see. They're pretty hard at work. They seem pretty interested in this sort of line of work. It's good profit and everything, and they managed to access the main data core of the pod. Actually get to it. Hasn't actually logged into it or got the information. That's when E1 then takes over the shift. E1,
Don't worry,
as you're
I'm
watching,
gonna keep my eagle eye on him.
you keep your eagle eye on him, and
Do you have,
after a couple of minutes, you realise you were daydreaming, and a couple of hours have gone by. You were just sort of doing some internal
So
diagnostics.
boring.
Yeah, you just got so bored with just staring at this person, and you have no idea what's happened over the past hour or two.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay, good.
It's like one of those Windows auto updates. Like you've just updated over the last.
Oh shit, I shouldn't have said it before 4 a.m.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, so that happens, and in the morning... no, in fact, you know what? You come out of your daydream, he's actually tapping on you, hello, hello.
So,
Is
it done?
I managed to access the pod you wanted me to
Oh, brilliant.
to look into. Would you like to know what I found?
What's inside? Can I take a look?
Call us, please.
What is the pod? Is it like a big... what is it? Is it just like a data bank?
Yeah, it's a data.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing.
Yeah, totally. I want to go have a look.
Okay. Do you plug in, or are you just going to use the data terminal that he's got
I'll
attached?
plug in.
Cool. you plug in. So this is a hyperspace message pod from the Sound and Law sent with a distress signal with information that the ship has taken extreme damages from Imperial fire and they had to emergency jump blind. And that's as it was sent. The pod itself contains the hyperspace jumps, their final hyperspace jump vector, but that information is only useful if you know where they jumped from.
Okay.
And looking, so the what's his name, the guy, the thingo, Gilia,
Pop? Okay.
Speaks up as you're accessing all the data. I was able to access all of the data on the pod itself, but the supplied clones of the navigational logs are encrypted beyond what I can actually
I see.
decode. If you have the access codes or are aware of the owner or recipient of the pod, they would be able to do it for you. But the pod seems to be heavily encoded using some sort of. It's privately done. It's not like a standard encryption algorithm. Probably owned by some sort of tech company that might specialize in it.
I see.
Yeah, but you managed to hide the name, and they said I didn't look at the data that I found. I just tried to decrypt it.
So hang on, which bit couldn't he get?
The navigational
actual location of them when they jumped.
Right.
Yeah,
So if we can crack that, we'll have the trajectory and where they jumped from.
It's
follow it.
What's the word I'm looking for? It's encryption. Not patented, but like prototype. Like what's the word?
I know what you're talking about. Oh shit!
It's
now
on
the
the tip of
word's
my
gone
tongue.
from my head.
Yeah.
Proprietary.
Proprietary, that's it. Using some proprietary encryption algorithms, I was unfamiliar and unable to access it, and none of my splicing techniques worked. It seems the owner of the pod used some very sophisticated encryption. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to help you there, but I did manage to uncover the data for you.
Well, give me a second as I call my team. Ring ring.
Yellow.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hello.
I only called one person. Why is someone saying hello?
It's a group call.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
a
like to
group
think of it as
call.
it's like a
Okay.
group call and everyone rings. It's like one messenger.
Well, I think we've had a breakthrough, so here, ASAP.
It's like the fucking cartoons where my legs turn into circles.
But you're
You
not
run up
actually
the
moving
cliff.
anywhere.
Yeah. That's what I do. I go
Okay.
down to the place.
And
Alright.
explain what happened. And then,
So, what you're telling me is you only did half the job.
I think you'll find I did most of the job. I was not informed that this would be a roadblock I would reach, but I suppose you wouldn't have known who the original
Well,
owners of this were from your salvage.
I respect
Perhaps
your mind
you
for
could be contacted.
confidentiality, so the agreed upon pay will still be delivered.
I appreciate your business sense. Is there any? So
1,000,
did all of
wasn't
you
it?
come here, or Will and Danny you saw the ship?
Yeah, no, I think we would have all
Yeah, all good.
Okay.
joined in.
Just before you all leave the ship, R5 is sort of waiting at the door, and R5 is like sort of beeping away at you in binary, like asking if they can come with you.
Don't see why not.
It's because you're
Like, I want to get off the ship. I want to see the station.
I don't know. Should someone just like stay there?
I feel like he has to come with us though. I don't think we want him to run off.
Yeah, he'll start dealing drugs again.
We got to keep him off the streets. Okay.
All right. Yeah. And yeah, so you go there. E1 informs you this. That all happens. Well, could I then have my extra payment?
Certainly. 1,000 is agreed upon? Oh no,
Yes.
500 now.
500 extra.
500 yesterday.
You've given me 500 already.
Perfect. Yeah.
Pleasure doing business. If you require any more of my services or any of the shitty droids we have out front, then let me know.
Excellent.
Pleasure.
Wait, so he didn't have a second-hand GONK droid, did he?
No, yeah, you know what? There is a GONK droid there. It's pretty shabby looking, but you could inquire about it if you like.
Okay, how much for that shabby GONK droid over there?
I could part with that for 60 credits.
60 credits? That sounds like a deal and a half.
Yeah, well, it's
It's literally a GONK droid.
it's a GONK droid, and the generator's running a little hot, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Can you turn it on for me?
Sure, and he grabs the GONK droid out of the shelf, puts it down, clicks a button. The GONK droid sort of lights up, looks around, and it's just there.
Okay.
Powered on.
Yeah, I'll take that from you.
Sure thing. There you go, and he hands you like a little like a remote to turn it on and off. It's got a restraining bolt on its side, so that you can
This poor fucking thing has a kill switch.
do what you need.
Okay, thanks for that. I'll hand over the 60 credits.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's lug this fucking hyperspace pod back to the ship.
That's the plan. Wait, do we want to know what information we got, or should we gonna sort that out later?
Well, Damo explained it to us when we got there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
so
Fair enough.
Anyway. We can discuss it back to the ship probably in more detail.
I know. What, and also, like, next steps.
Let's
But
use
yeah,
the pod
yeah, take
and
it back.
hide it somewhere.
That's
it's
a
not just
reasonable idea.
on top of the...
We can put it in my GONK droid's new hiding spot.
I think it's probably too big, since though it's twice the height of the GONK droid. It might stick out slightly.
My GONK droid will just look hung as fuck.
What's the encumbrance on the pod?
You think
That's
of hiding
a
it in
question.
the hull?
If you want to hide it in your smuggler's apartment, then yeah, I'd say it's probably about 10,
Okay.
15
yeah.
encumbrance.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so you can do that if you want
Chuck
to.
in the smuggling compartment.
Sure.
Okay,
Cool.
let's
Can we
take it
pick up
back.
Can we pick up my GONK droid on the way?
Yeah.
the next day.
So, Will, you've got your GONK droid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you're walking along, give me a second.
I'm sitting on top of him, and he's carrying me around.
Okay, I love it.
Damo, surely you have some droids rights activism stuff to say about that.
That's not a droid, man.
Oh no.
It's barely
Jesus.
even a droid.
Where'd you draw the line?
Before
droid.
before that point.
So this has basic artificial intelligence and it can understand simple commands. So
Oh, what?
that's all you need.
I
to
want to make mine be able to speak like basic.
Yeah, that's not going to work well.
It will work.
All right.
At that point, it's not even a GONK droid anymore.
All right.
It's a real droid in a GONK body.
Yeah, that's actually cruelty right there.
Can you be a GONK droid born in a droid's body? Like a service droid?
Can you be a GONK droid born in a droid's body?
No, sorry, I meant service droid. That's...
Can you be a service droid born in a... What do you mean? What, you mean like strap a fucking...
I don't know,
head
do you
into
know anyone who thinks they should have been built as a GONK droid?
That's like
People who
saying,
think
do you
they're
want to be
built
born as
different.
a potato?
Oh my god.
The answer is obviously no.
Alright, are we picking up my GONK droid?
Yeah, sorry, just before you do that, Will, could you give me a vigilance check with 2 purple, please?
Yep.
Oh, your GONK droid's gonna explode halfway down the street.
Please, no. 1 success, 2 threats.
Okay, yeah, is what's going to happen. I just rolled. Okay, so, as you guys are coming down the street, so you're probably, you're picking up the rear because you've got a very slow GONK droid. You're probably just a couple of meters behind the others.
Yeah.
And you're just sort of chilling on top, not much is going on. That's when you spot R5 pull out his ionization blaster and aim it at the GONK droid. You have enough time to move, but with your threat, you won't be able to do anything directly to stop him.
Fucking R5's trying to cap a fucker, what the hell?
Wait, so I can't even pull out my gun and point it at R5.
So you
Jump
can
in
point it at
front.
R5, but you can't shoot it. Like, you have a maneuver, basically, is what I'm saying. With the threat. So you have a maneuver, but not an action.
Can I jump in front of the gun?
What the fuck?
Yeah, if you want to.
Wait, sorry, what's your point?
It's an ionizing ray, so I won't do much to you.
So it's a stun. So an ionization blaster. So he would have shown you this before.
Yeah,
it's a stun weapon that works on droids only.
Okay, I mean,
so
Yes,
even
that's
if
a
I
good
spin in front
plan.
of it won't do anything.
I mean, it'll tingle.
But it won't stop the GONK droid from dying.
Oh, I mean, so the GONK droid won't die if it gets hit by this. It's
that's
just
good.
for stunning.
Ah, okay.
If it you don't know what R5's doing. He's currently aiming the gun at the GONK droid. That's all you know.
R5's rogue as fuck.
Look, I'm just gonna jump up and stand in front of the GONK droid between R5 and the GONK droid.
Okay. Sure, I'll add a setback to R5's roll. Because his GONK droid is half cover now. It is a success with an advantage.
Oh my god.
You jump in front of the GONK droid, and although you're covering it pretty well, R5 blasts. And you hear a bzzz sound coming from behind you. Turning around, you actually notice that the blast hit the GONK droid's restraining bolt, which completely shorted and just fizzled off.
So is
Good
it
on ya,
stuff, or
R5.
can I
Nah,
So the GONK droid is fine, but the restraining bolt is absolutely cooked.
the restraining bolt just makes it subservient.
What's the
So I'll say the
contract
GONK
doing
droid-
now?
Which might be a problem if you just want to ride it, but
The GONK droid is doing nothing. He's just continuing to walk forward.
Okay, am I able to fix it?
You have to get a new restraining bolt if you
So
want
I
one.
can't even do a temporary fix.
Well, do you have a restraining bolt?
Probably.
So basically, the restraining bolt is used to control droids, basically.
What the fuck are you all doing back there?
what?
You're not even
why
helping
does
move
GONK
this
droid
goddamn
need
thing, and you're
controlling?
just slowing us
I'm
down.
holding-
They don't have
I'm
their own
holding this-
personalities, do they?
Yeah, so you hear you hear R5 yell droid rights in binary.
Oh, my God.
Oh my, can we deal with this in the ship, please? Come on!
How far away are we from the ship?
Like a 2-minute walk.
Okay. I'll just drag him onto the ship, and then we can.
or an 8-minute gonk.
Mate, how the fuck are you gonna drag a GONK droid? You're like half the size of a normal person!
I'm gonna get R5 and I can drag it to the ship.
Alright, you
R5 is the one who's gonna kill you!
R5 can't kill me.
R5
Oh,
will
baby,
help
she can't
bring
kill
the
me.
GONK droid. Yeah, it's fine. So you R5 and the GONK droid go back to the ship. The GONK droid is very confused, but he doesn't have much intelligence to begin with.
Yeah, as we're walking along, I'm going to explain to R5 that the GONK droid isn't really a droid. It's just a battery on one.
You can't.
Can you? Oh my god.
Not really a person.
Okay, do you believe that it's not a person, or is it a coercion check? What do you? It's either going to be
Jesus Christ.
coercion or charm, I guess,
Yeah.
or negotiation or coercion. Actually,
Is there? Oh yeah. I'll use negotiation.
okay, so you do actually believe this. Okay, give me a negotiation check. It's going to be one purple, so it's an easy check, but there'll be a black setback because E1 has shouted a lot of droid rights rhetoric at R5.
Okay. 2 successes, 1 threat.
Taking it the wrong way, he's becoming extremist.
Alright. R5 agrees with you, and he's like, oh, okay. And then R5 sticks a restraining bolt onto the GONK droid.
Oh, that's nice of him.
That's nice of him.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
just
This
I'm
poor,
going
poor
to give this
droid.
GONK droid a very nice life.
Oh, wait, does he have... Oh, yeah. So he no longer has a restraining bolt.
Alright.
like a fucking psychopath.
You do.
You're like, these have a better life.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
Like, what the fuck?
Okay. Hold up. I don't see what the difference between this and you know those remote control cars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have to put a restraining bolt on a remote control car. That's the thing here.
there's not going to be a restraining belt. I want to make it so I just like sit on it and it warps. It's not.
I mean, it'll probably still do that for you. It understands basic commands.
Yeah.
Yeah, the restraining bolt's more so that it doesn't have any free will.
Yeah. No. It
And that's
doesn't
fine?
It doesn't need the restraining bolt.
Well, you just put it back on!
No, I wasn't sure what was going on.
Oh, good. Okay, instead of R5 putting the restraining bolt onto the GONK droid, no, you know what? Okay, this is such an ordeal for you that you take one strain. That's what the threat will be used on.
Okay.
So, like, you're just having to try to convince him that this is not, like, the droid doesn't need droid rights or whatever.
No, I think droids need droid rights. I just want to make that clear, but it's
okay.
But you think this droid shouldn't?
I love it. Also, just I'll
It's okay,
send.
we're just
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. So, let me just send the GONK droid stats. So this is for Tom's GONK droid. I'll send Will's one as well.
Oh fuck!
It's gonky.
That's Will's. Okay, so yeah, you guys, those of you who didn't go back to the ship, you go to Grotto's Droid Emporium and Hair Salon. Your GONK droid is ready to be picked up. Welcome back! I have your GONK droid
hello.
ready to go.
Excellent. Is everyone ready to see my GONK droid?
Yes.
Sure thing.
Okay, so it's called HONK droid.
Okay, so
HONK droid, the GONK droid.
it's a pure white GONK droid with golden accents on the front terminal legs and speaker on
And
the top.
it's orange. It's like a beak of a goose
like an
and their
orange.
feet.
Oh, it's a goose!
Yeah, honk droid.
Oh my god.
I see.
That's actually incredible.
You need
Honk
some
droid.
googly eyes to
Honk
put it on top.
I do. But yeah, this is my new boy.
Yep. So this GONK droid doesn't have a restraining bolt on it.
Oh, awesome.
Right. Okay.
Come on, Honky. We're going home.
Honk honk. And Gordon's like, I put in a little personal touch based off your paint job.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Would there be any other services you'll need from me? Or...
No, but please have an extra 30 credits. You've absolutely nailed it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Actually, can you use that 30 credits to glue some hair on my GONK droid?
You're going to have that conversation with him. I am never saying those words.
What's going on?
Don't know.
Scrap it. It's okay.
It's alright, so, yeah, you've done all the gonky droidy things. Where are you guys heading to next? Is there anything else you were looking for, or did you want to go somewhere, talk to anyone?
Yeah.
So what's next?
Good question. I mean, do we try and get the rest of that pod,
I think we have to. Like,
unlocked? If so,
it's useless without
how?
the location data. Well, it's the Borotech proprietary thing we issue.
do we have to,
Yeah.
as in, are we going to try and negotiate with them, or are we going to try and steal it?
I don't know.
Because on one hand, there's probably a pretty consistent payday from just working with
Selling it,
them.
yeah.
Slash
Even just
selling
being
it.
like, we'll give it to you for like 5% of what's on the ship or something, right?
Yeah.
But,
On the other hand, go big or go home.
yeah.
Like, that
And
thing is...
personally, I'm invested in like the history of it as well, right? So I would be keen to track it out.
To actually be involved, basically. Yeah, because I feel that they're the two... Well, there's sort of three routes. Sell it to them, try and convince them to work with us to find it, or straight up...
rogue.
But like,
Try
why
and-
do they need us though?
Mm.
That's the problem. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it would be hard to make yourself indispensable here.
yeah, it would be like,
I guess
oh,
there's
you
like-
gave us the pod? Thank you. Phew.
Bye! Yeah.
There's option like 2.5 where we give them half the information but not the rest of it. Like we pretend we know less than we do. My
And we,
question
like,
is,
follow them?
oh yeah,
It's a big
No, I'm more
company,
meant
so
just,
they
like-
might not necessarily send out agents from here, you know what I mean?
yeah. My question is, do we think it's proprietary code for the entirety of Borotech, or is it like a family special thing.
I mean, my guess is like getting the code wouldn't help that much. You actually would just need the password, right?
Well, it's encrypted is the problem. We have
Yeah, but like as in
encrypted
finding
data.
the encryption software isn't going to help you that much because somebody would have to take
You
the
need
time
the
to learn how to
encryption
break
key.
it, right?
Right?
Yeah,
They'd still
sure.
need to learn how to break the software, which is probably a big deal.
But what I mean is, like, if we just walk into any Joe Schmo's computer and load it up, are they going to have a decryption software on it? Or are we going to have to go to the big bosses? You know what I mean?
I feel like this might be a big boss one. They have like a lower
Yeah.
level one, and then
It does
like
feel
a higher
like a
level
level
one.
boss thing.
It does. It really does.
But how exactly would you go about doing that? Like, are we going to
Boys,
put like a keylogger on his laptop? Like,
pull out your archaeology costumes. We're going to be archaeologists again.
We don't even know how to contact these people, so like.
Yeah.
okay, this might sound like the dumbest idea you ever heard, right?
Yeah.
But are you ready for this? We make a fake pod
Okay.
and
Is that
use
the
it
whole
like a
idea?
keylogger.
Oh, yeah. Could that be a thing?
So, like,
Okay.
he tries to decrypt it, but it actually just tells us his password.
Right.
Let's see.
Problem is then we'll have them on... Because they'll know we've done something if it doesn't work.
Well, no, because you don't even have to
Oh,
give
yeah.
them the pod. You just have to release it into space. And
Is it possible to gut this
Hope they
pod
find
and,
it.
like, refurbish it with... So it's as authentic as possible, you know what I mean?
we have spray painted the side of it, but it's worth a shot.
We can clean
So-
that shit.
I mean, these pods aren't necessarily the easiest things to just reset. The whole point is that they're like a black box.
Right. Like a one-time deal.
Yeah.
I was thinking, we don't have to pursue this one thing, do we? Like, this can just be like there.
Yeah.
We can use it, go
Side
do something
projects.
else. It's not like there's any time pressure to do this.
No, there
I
is
guess
no
we're
time
just,
pressure.
it's just until Otter reaches out again. Like, that's what I was thinking. It's just a side goal.
Well, I mean, the other reason that it's a big goal is because it's probably like one of the biggest treasure scores in the entire galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they ain't going anywhere. Right?
True.
And we're
True.
hit-
I mean-
we've hit
But
a
it does
sort of
make
dead
all of
end.
that, like, it does feel like other things would be somewhat pointless if
Yeah.
this was an option. That's what I'm
I
saying.
just think we've hit sort of a dead end and we don't really know where to go, so we can do something else and then
Well,
maybe something.
Maybe we can keep working on the station and hope we come across some sort
that
of
guy
Yeah.
did say...
lead in the process.
They did say that Rom would organise a business. He's a businessman at the end of the day, and he will organise something if business interests him.
I don't know
So-
if we have business that would interest him.
I think this business would be very interesting to him.
Well,
but the
this
question
one
is-
would, but you don't
Yeah,
want to give away your hand.
That's what I'm saying. So we certainly have a way to do it. I guess it's about how we do it, if that makes sense. If we did want to contact him now.
The thing is, we contact him with the pod, right? And then we just make him aware that we have the pod. We don't have the upper hand anymore.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, I understand that. I
There's
appreciate
nothing we can tell to him that will, like, tell him that will, like, have us gain anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's only
Yeah,
him
yeah, yeah.
gaining shit.
But he's also head of one of the biggest cybernetic firms. Maybe we can do some trades.
Did you say trade?
Yeah.
You know the last
Or
thing
he
we
just-
traded was some stew.
Yeah, we can move up into the world to, like, people's arms or some shit.
I don't think that's how cybernetics firms work.
Well, what do they do with the old arms?
They don't have a buyback scheme, I don't think.
It's like an EV game.
Yeah, when you trade in 3 games, you still have to pay $30.
Yeah, when you
bucks
trade in
for
3
it.
arms, you get 1 arm for free.
No, you get it for $30. You still have to pay for it.
Oh yeah.
Or you trade in your arm and they're like, okay, this is worth $6. Well, do we want to think about it? We're coming to the end of the session anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Give us some thoughts.
How much do we have in the group loot?
We have 1,000...
Wait, what
And
about paying for
44,
the thing? That was 1,000 credits.
We have 1,055 available.
Okay.
We were at
I'll just-
2,100 at the start of the thing. So we lost 1,000, then we lost 50 in the
That's fair.
question the guy.
I'm just thinking about what sort of shit we could do to upgrade.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, true.
'Cause I feel
I
like
think-
we need some better shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like we need a residual, 1,000 in the group loot-ish.
Yeah, I know.
In case of, plot progression emergencies.
Probably, worth keeping some money
Yeah.
ready. The other thought I had, right, was when from your research and that guy's comments, wasn't it that some people might actually know where that ship made its last jump from because it was being
that's
tracked
true.
at the time, right?
But I think you need the exact coordinates, don't you?
Well, the question is how exact, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Does
I can follow that lead, yeah? That could be a good lead.
That's another way of getting the information.
I wonder if mission control would keep logs of people, you know what I mean? But the question is, if this was shot
it sounds
through
like if they were being
hyperspace,
chased by Imperials, maybe some Imperial content.
where would we go, though? Because I don't think they jumped from near the station. I think they jumped from a ways away.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's easy or even around here, but
So you're saying that the Imperials have half the
Well, yeah, it
piece
might be
and
that-
we have the other half, right?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Interesting.
Could totally work.
The other half is also on that pod, so that's the
Yeah.
tech company way, but
We can try both ways. I think both ways are good.
also just because that information on its own, I guess
mean
it gives a
anything.
bit less away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people searching for the treasure would quite possibly want to know where the ship was last seen.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily imply that you actually know any more than anyone else.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
The other thing I'm
people
thinking
might
as
be
I feel
well,
like that
happy
would be
to
the
give
first
that
step
away.
you do, right? Like
Exactly.
everyone looking for it.
Yeah.
The other
Except
thing as
we
well is
have more info.
the head man was arrested and incarcerated, and then died.
Yep.
Do you reckon there's anything there we could follow? Maybe
We have to find
cellmates
Imperial
or
logs
something?
somewhere. All of this, we have to
Yeah.
find Imperial logs, and we're not going to find it here, right? Because this is not. We have to
Maybe
go to
we
Scarif.
Although there is IBS. There is IBS. Scarif doesn't exist anymore.
No, it hasn't been blown up yet. Or is
Yeah, it
has.
has.
Oh, it has been
post,
blown up.
post,
Yeah.
first Death Star. I mean, it's not. Scarif was shot
post
with a pretty
the first
weak
one.
ray, so it didn't completely blow up, but it's also a wasteland.
We got a Scarif too.
Electric Boogaloo. What I was going to say is, it's ISB agents on here, which is their internal security bureau. So maybe we can. So there could be the Imperial agents that are on the space station will be security personnel.
But it's not just a piece of information everyone would know, right?
No,
Yeah,
it's
it has
not.
to
But
be
if we
stored
can get
somewhere.
access, what I'm saying is they would have access to those somewheres.
Maybe, or they'd at least know where you could get access to.
Yeah.
That.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So we need a corrupt Imperial.
Yeah, I think we should follow that one first before we go for the
It
Yeah,
honestly does seem like the easier solution, even though it's not easy.
Well, finding out where it took off from other people.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
because just getting an encryption code like that, why would they ever give that away? At least the other piece of information, I think you could probably bribe or buy off someone.
Yeah, that's true.
kissing code. It's like the KFC 11 secret herbs and spices, man.
Yeah,
You ain't getting
give that
that.
shit away.
It's what's the metaphor there? You could buy the 11 herbs and spices, but you couldn't buy what they are? Is that what you're going for?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I'm not sure.
You can buy KFC, but not the recipe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even though
I was
this is not similar.
thinking that I don't know. Yeah, we should try the Imperial route.
Maybe we'll run into our friend again.
It's not just everywhere in the galaxy.
Yeah, sure he is. How funny would it be if he was? He's after his failure over Tatooine, he's been with the shield generator. He's been moved to fucking desk job at their ISB information center.
Oh no!
You just see him at the crooked credit in cantina, just drinking his sorrows. Thanks for giving us a listen. We hope you enjoyed our antics. Be sure to check out the show notes on our socials at Auditors Podcast for anything we talked about during the episode, as well as any extra bits and pieces. This has been Auditors of the Outer Rim, available on all podcasting platforms near you. Stay safe, have a good one, and we hope to see you next time.